Sorry. Wow. Oh, we got the chat up. Can we live and saying some stories? Reggie, my hair was.
Okay, let's see. Let's see how this works. Let's go to the station.
Why is TV screen so dark? Why because no one's touching? Right, I need to send this to all my friends because I'm not posting. Reggie, see my double sign?
Well, no, it isn't.
Oh, she's so weird. I think I'm gonna do like a Batman routine to kiss from where I was like just like.
I don't know.
And this bit like hot like okay.
The cut to that was crazy.
I gotta send this to everybody. I gotta send this to and then so where's the Quentin? Saying this to
Okay.
yeah. Okay. So we're together, Wednesday. Sense.
I think we're good. I think that's what it looks like. And then the chat comes up there.
On the corner. Next to Wilson.
Next to Wilson, let's meet chats.
That's slightly going to speed run.
Hmm?
So when I go like new gamers. Oh, you have to reset the game.
Yeah, we'll go to the settings.
Was it in the Wheeman?
Yeah.
Where I go?
The second bottom left settings. Yeah. Data.
Yo, someone's first. Hold on.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's Cal. Number one fan Cal. Save data. We.
Huh?
Yeah. And then erase. Your message come up? I didn't even. Did it come up on the stream?
I don't know. The stream's so small, me.
Yeah, it's hard to see.
So does it start when I press like the game?
No, it's in the menu.
Okay, so I gotta go fast.
Yeah. No, you don't start it. Sorry, click on the game.
Start.
No,
What else?
there's like a start menu.
Yeah. So, but do I go now? Or are we waiting for somebody?
No, press start.
Hey. Look, I'm stressed, guys. This sad thing.
You're stressed, really?
Guys, this game is really stressful. You know that. I'm like, holy can we get out already?
I haven't talked to Chloe in like ages. She's gonna think it's so weird after this.
Oh, just wait. Did you send a pickle of me? Sorry, is that why I'm press play game? Okay, I am speed. Right.
Yeah, so it's gonna be when you press play game.
Okay, are you ready? You're already on this.
Okay, right. So you're supposed to do it yourself because I can't.
Oh, I pressed word.
So you press one. You press one will start it,
Yeah.
and then you know.
Are you sure this is
No,
speed
so
running?
press
You
one.
have to. Yeah. Okay.
So it'll start,
Yeah.
and then once you're done the tutorial, you press one again.
Okay. Wait, I have to go back.
Go away.
Yes.
So three will
Why
restart.
can't you press it?
Because it's your speed run. I can't press
Are
it
you
for
sure
you.
that's not much? It's part of the speed run too.
Yeah, who presses their own stuff? I mean,
Exactly. Should I do it?
I don't know. We're gonna wait for people to do that. Because I mean,
Bro.
you're the only,
Chat, bring all your friends. I don't want to
you're the
do this
only
by
viewer.
myself.
You're the only viewer, Cal. You gotta
Bro,
split
we
the
need
day.
some more viewers. Jay, where's your friends at? The fuck?
No, I told them.
Oh my god. Wake up. It's time for school.
Nobody's online.
It's too early. I don't think we just have to get going. They're gonna come and we're gonna be in a country. Or kill your friends. What the fuck?
Oh, the chat is showing up. It's kind of small.
Yeah,
Is the chat on the stream big enough, or should I make it bigger? Like,
Like,
Is that better? We put an extra word.
no, it's not better.
Is it hard to read? Like, what's wrong with it? Is it just really blurry? I just make it bigger.
So I don't get to see the screen of this game anyways. They're stupid.
Is it blurry or I can't tell?
Bro, say something in the chat.
Oh, it's okay actually.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I used to be watching it all.
Yeah, it's just small on the screen. Also, try not to hit the thing. It'll shake the camera.
Bro, I'm gonna be stressed. I'm like, what's how do I add it down?
Um, you have to click on the Yoshi. It might work.
The Yoshi.
Yeah, the Yoshi.
So funny. Could there be a volume to the dono?
It may be.
I think we do.
Maybe.
You have to like, give money for that.
Yeah.
How much money?
I don't know. You can tell it maybe.
$1. Like Canadian or shrimp?
What do you want? Hey, you click on the Yoshi,
Oh, I can tax fraud Yoshi.
and it takes you to the thing to donate. Hey.
Alright, so since I'm enjoying, should we just get started?
Oh, maybe.
Because I'm gonna be doing this all day. That's what I was like, get started.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, guys.
Do you press play and then it starts, or is there something else that comes up?
I use like a loading screen and it starts like,
There. Let me double check. I got an email that you're following. So great.
let's go, going forward.
Yeah, let me just check the other.
Oh wait, we're 2 viewers this time?
The second viewer? No way.
Oh my gosh.
A second viewer is hit the chat.
Oh, second viewer. We love you. We love all our fans. Welcome back to another bullshit early game speed run that we do. We do this. Bruh, I can't.
Yeah, right.
This guy's watching gameplay mid.
No, I'm just checking. Yeah, so as soon as you press start game, you just open it.
Yeah, okay. Well, turn that. I don't want double Barbie
No,
Jensen
I'm getting the information.
Try to do it.
Yeah, so get ready to press play and one.
Okay, you ready, guys? 3, 2, 1, go!
You didn't press it. You didn't press it.
Fuck. I'm stupid.
It's better.
It's fine.
You can fix it.
Hi there. Don't care, Barbie, don't care. That's what you gotta do. You gotta listen to her ask. She asks, yeah, Los Angeles. Fuck, let's go, Los Angeles. Yeah, let's go. What?
It's gonna be here for like an hour and a half. You gotta like slow it down. You can't be.
I gotta be the fastest one alive.
You're gonna burn out if you start this fast.
Not possible. Not possible. This game is stress, bro. The load screens are actually. This is the hit.
So now it's on the screen. Just.
Okay, let's brush this bitch, guys. Let's go. Ooh! Oh!
Hurry, you're not the trip. You gotta tie yourself down. You just any length, it doesn't matter.
I already hate this game and I don't want to play it anymore. Can we do this for 500 hours?
Anyway.
Let's go. Give me this fucked up. Give me the fucked up ball type shit. Do the fucked up shit.
Alright, so that's straight. That's clean. That's clean, bro.
We get no star numbers. This fuck ass haircut. Look at that. No, they've been actually quite tough on my goals. Everyone's getting short hair in this game, so I don't have time to give a shit. Yay, 3 stars. Oh, that's cool. 4 stars for that. That's great.
Let's try.
I'll take it.
Huge country.
Not really.
No, he is.
I like the time saved more than ever saved. Yeet, 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 yeet.
I'm getting tired so hard. I gotta
Get the fuck out of my tap. Yay. No, no die, no hair die, fuck hair die. I'm talking about it. Dude, not a time. Oh my god, let's skip that, skip that, skip that. Immediately skip. Don't care, don't care. Don't care, don't for me. Guys, do you love the storyline so far? Do you definitely been lifting? Oh fuck, this is the hard part, guys. The dress, put the glasses on the dress. Barbie wears the dress and she brushed her hair. Barbie brushed her hair, she's over here. And then what you do is you like, then she brushed her hair, she's like over here. And then the dress,
Oh, so much
and then their glasses, and their glasses. Right. Sure. Then you just gotta go, you dress me, you don't want to tell them.
Have a
New fashion, don't care. We're gonna turn this little lamp on like this, or maybe go to yeah, turn the lamp on. It's the dark mode. The dark mode. That's good.
Oh, it's right there.
Roblox faster! Fuck! Fuck, guys! And Eliza, Skylar, sister. Where? Bro, you can't be like Clash of Clans at time.
Like I just finished.
You serious, bro. Look at my break my thumb.
Your what?
My thumb. Let's go!
Sussy Baka? I
Who is it?
don't know. Sussy's Baka. Just.
Bro, tell me who you are, because I don't remember. But if I meant to know who you are, sorry. But like, let's actually go. Gosh. That's a very good rest. Like, it's like your favorite Barney's kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the dog ones. You have to train your dogs, and that shit's boring. I was watching when the dogs show. I'll train my dogs. But you have to train the dog on like shit at performing. I'm the imposter. Okay. If it matters, I've never played Among Us. I only played Barbie because you games, but I kind of don't know what you're up to, bro. You ever notice how like every person's game is an empire to have like no reflection?
Well,
Here's it's like part of the lot.
it's like great.
Force Resonance shit circuits. Fuck, I lost the angle bigger. But this is Jacob. That is something. Okay. But
Oh, that could be trouble. Could be like cow swims.
no hair dye. Do you have hair dye? Please leave the chat. Min Max Barbie hairstyles. Max. Okay. Oh, almost forgot to skip. Max, I'll get the next haircut. Oh, thanks. Bruh, I thought next person should probably we should do like an IRL stream Barbie just stop reading. Even though Jets. Oh, yeah, I'm saying. The one brush. But this is the hard bit, guys. It's like seriously like lipstick. Barbie puts on lipstick, right? Barbie needs the hair dryer up there. Just wear the dress. Put the dress then. The hairdresser put the hairdresser over here. And then we do the dress and the dress over here. Now the pumpkin dress is right from here. This is the dress and the Barbie. Barbie, fuck her fucked up. Look at that, guys. My glasses. What's this? Lipstick. What's it? This is Barbie though. That's the dress. Fuck her time. Oh yeah, oh,
Hey, I have a new stuff.
don't care. Don't care. Plus you had eyes. I checked after her hair. I know. I know. I know she's nice.
Let's say that.
Yeah. Literally brushed your hair. I know. Jacob, wait, I think I did the tutorial already, Jacob, but I forgot to stop it.
Oh my
Like, we're in New York right now. No, we're in Los Angeles, sorry. No, Jacob, we're in LA, that's fine. You don't have LA in LA. We're still in LA.
Still a tutorial?
Well, we're in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
So so I think basically, my tutorial and LA are combined.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, but I'm like, wait, we're not in New York. What's the record speed run time? That's a great question. So actually, this has never been attempted on the Wii. It's only been attempted on the DS. So we get the one record for the Wii. I think the DS is like 2 hours. But the thing about the DS is that you can 9 hours, 9 minutes. The thing about the DS game is that if you get a client that wants too much stuff, you can like get out of it and then go to another client. But with this game, there's no way to like skip past clients. So I think it's gonna be a longer gameplay because I have to do like full makeover.
Like the chat is all over this red line.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I changed this.
Fuck Jacob, my angle. Fuck. See guys, this is strat instead of rolling a Weirbo like you want it, like you want it to. You just hold that out of angle and I like close it or some shit.
Oh, why is it doing this?
No, bro. I'm streaming, bro.
Okay, the chat's gone up here now.
Okay. Good luck, guys. Thank you. 105 stars? That's crazy. Oh, she looks so ugly as she is now. Unfortunate, because I didn't do anything for her. Skip. Skip. Okay, guys. No, we gotta do that.
So are we in New York yet or what?
No. I'll tell you when we're in here. Twice.
Yeah, you gotta hit one. You gotta hit one.
Glasses. Glasses.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Dude, maybe glasses. Nail polish, nail polish, nail polish. Oh, yo, I'm fucking goated, guys. Holy shit. Holy shit, I'm goated! Holy shit! So fast! By the way, Quinn, what's up? I was thinking of Kubi Clinton because Sussy Vodka, they do come on this. Oh, I think I do have New York unlocked actually. I don't fucking know, but I haven't been there yet because flying to New York takes time, and I don't fucking have time. You know what I mean? No time. No time. Thanks for joining me, chat. Thanks for watching the stream. It really means a lot. And if you even care, Jacob's right now he's also gaming. He's playing Fresh Prince. So
Yeah.
it's not as stressful as stand up. Fresh hair. You know, I haven't gotten anyone with straight hair yet. It's an interesting. Maybe that one got those and nobody lost it. I love to like we're not fucked with this hair place because I feel like if the turbulence would like fuck your haircut. And then also like I feel like I get grocery stores. That's so fun. That's you reckon people would start speedrunning this on the Wii as soon as they got a world record picture?
It's so fucked up.
Because guys, fun lore story about us is that Jacob and I were the co-op champion world records for Disney Princess Enchanted Journeys on the Wii. because no one has ever played co-op. I speedrun it, and I'm just like, yeah. And then yeah, exactly. And then as soon as we speedrun it, I think we're the second. We're actually the second. Actually, we're the second. Sorry, but the first one was like shit. Like I don't know who. Like it wasn't that good. That was that fast. Fuck! I want to fit too close on countries.
You can build
Barbie, stop the new game mechanics. I don't care. The outfit's done. The outfit's done. Wearing this. She loves it. Great, great. You look like she. Great. 5 stars. Amazing. Yeah. Anyways, and then because we started speedrunning, a bunch of other people started speedrunning it, and they're way faster than us. So it's like fuck. I feel like it's gonna be the same thing with this game, where as soon as the second dude.
Yeah, imagine being better than us at a Barbie game. Seriously.
Yeah.
It would be possible.
Yeah. She not possible. Barbie. Now college. Chew.
I wanted to buckle on.
Sunglasses, dress. Lots of sunglasses. Barbie. No, no polish, no polish. Okay, let's move. But
awesome.
even new fashion unlocked.
Original fashion design.
Okay. Guess what? She's never gonna wear it, so all the time.
Heads up.
Jacob, we don't. Did I do it? Did I do it?
No. You're
We have a client here.
Nice.
Okay. Go New York, guys! New York. We finished. Tutorial slash. Wait, did I start New York or end New York?
Oh.
Did I fuck up? Did I fuck it up, Jacob? Jacob?
I don't know. Maybe. It's fine. It's fine.
Sorry, guys. I'm a bit shit. I haven't sped run in a while, bro. Stop fucking sewing on me, dog. It's for my direction. Basically, guys, the game, how it works is that you go to all these countries and you make them look like baddies, right? And then at the end of the country, there's like a boss baddie, and what we gotta do, we gotta do them up because the reason is because they're giving us stuff for a fashion show, so we have to defeat all the countries so we can run our fashion show in London. London town. Fresh. I like how the texture is left in there for some reason. So cute. Yeah. Why did New York and Detroit make me say I'm confused?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I with that.
This guy fuck.
But I was a channel.
You moved up. I don't know. I was actually pretty good. I don't know if that's bro, bitch, the fuck? That's what I know where actually. Bro, what is this? Now the president correction right now. Say go. Jacob, was someone saying shit in the chat? It's like, chat banning. Chat banning.
So
Mods.
mods. Do we have any mods? Don't have any more.
Choice.
What ban this guy?
Kill him, bro. Guy probably doesn't even know every country in the Barbie jet set style. Okay.
Why make people mods?
Guy, how do we do a mods thing?
Wait, can I do it on your laptop? Yeah.
If you need a password, check Sam. He knows what it is. Oh, that's yeah. Sam knows my password. Like,
Yes.
oh, he slept on here. Oh, I'm so fucking good. Guys, holy shit, I'm sorry. Holy
Fish
shit.
Club.
Not that was.
And
Yeah,
Flash to design.
yeah. That's nice. New York. New York.
Our plans. When our clock.
Oh, fuck, I'm for extensions. Okay.
Let's
Fuck, extensions are so shit. Fuck extensions. This is the worst gameplay.
now.
Fuck, don't give a shit.
That's all the
Fucking Kurt really is so much better than Kurt Cunning is so much better than extension. And like, you don't have to wait fucking hours for yellow. Fuck me. Grab bitch. Bitches who want long hair should just grow it themselves and stop being fucking babies. Well, keeping it honest kind of sounds fine. Think it's more. Okay, I do shit on it, but it's kind of fun. Kind of fun. It's like, kind of would give it. Yeah, I should get back to it. That's fucking fire.
this time. Use the
Or
story
whatever
when you
straighten her hair.
build.
The thing with straightening hair is you have to shake it. That's kind of purpose. Or it's like with some hair curling, you kind of just shake it.
You can get
And also, like, straightening wet hair is actually criminal, so, like, I don't know why that's. It's like a bad strap entire off, you know what I'm saying?
wow.
What color is like mom? Got the laser green eyes.
Oh, these are green.
Yeah, I don't know. My friend's looking for color right now. Fashion. This would match your eyes, I think. You hate it? Yeah, you love it? Awesome. That was really looks like okay. The hell, bro? I'm a mom. Shit. Wow. Beautiful mom. Slay.
My password.
Look at you, look at behind. You serious one for that too. This makes me like want to go like full on 2000s outfit core. You know what I mean? Okay, nail polish. Barbie. Hair dryer. Barbie. 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 You. Airbrush. 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 Sugar. Airbrush. Shoot. Really know.
Have to check out this new nail design.
What are you doing?
I have to get the I can bang this guy.
Oh my god.
I don't.
Bang.
You fucking banned, bro.
Did it. You can be a mod.
Who are they?
Ben.
They gave one a mod. That is a good idea. A good idea. How many viewers do we have?
Dude.
There's one other thing, but I was like, I feel like I'm seeing people shot. Why would they come back for later on? Just yeah, what's your thingy? Because I'm pretty sure London is that London at the end of the game.
I don't know. I'm just following.
Back to
I was following what the DS said. No, I think this is just when you unlock the cities. Like your edition unlock.
this is kind of like London's where you end the game.
Yeah, we can go back to London, but I feel like Milan's a lot of place to involve. You share that. I'm not sure about the CD, like, for
I want to do game every time.
Really?
What? There are people that need to straighten their hair. Actually, in real life, you should all be curly hair. You know what I mean? Bro, I feel like this song on the club, bro. Can you imagine?
Oh, yeah.
It's so exciting.
There it is.
Got her outfit, our hair. You're right. Bro, she has such a bad haircut. I feel like that. I don't really. Even real Dora the Explorer type.
What?
See the lower right jeans, I was making me like nostalgic. Okay, shoes, nail polish, Barbie, or glasses, outside, but shoes, devils, blushing, glasses. So this must be in the phone. No, I don't think we see the cards in the string. Hey,
Some.
Jacob. I don't think you see what the cards say in the string.
Parts.
The matching game cards. So it really looks like fucking nothing.
Let's see that.
It's just funny. Just fucking funny. Why do you like stress about it? I don't even see it.
Oh, we can't. Our camera is so slow.
No, it's fine. Look.
You have to cap the cards work. It's not my fault.
Let's see. Wonderful. Gracious. After this is a big day. It's like in 30 minutes. We're still in New York.
Yeah.
You did the math on that shit. Like, this game's fucking long, bro. Fuck me. You're real life.
That's the DF one so short, then.
You know the game? She just play with the game. It's every client. It's like about the shit.
Yeah, but like. It's just a damage.
Yeah, but let's say everything is like half an hour. What's the math? If every country's half an hour, what's the math?
Oh, 5 hours.
Fuck me, bro.
They're gonna take you 5 hours.
That's like double the length of Disney Princess Enchanted Journeys. It's like probably as long as the world record for like Star Wars. No, that's me.
You want to get
Yeah. They should do that on apps.
Wow.
Beautiful hair.
Think about that, like switch or something.
Are you serious? Bro, I want someone to do. Sorry, sorry.
We have something to do. What do you mean?
Why don't you, my comic books are in there, why don't you read them?
Yeah.
There's this cool graphic novel I got, and it's like a horror one. It's like,
Going to look amazing.
Retail?
it's like some gay guy, and he goes to like converted camp with his boyfriend. Yeah, whatever that one is. Like the Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
That's like,
Watchmen?
haven't you read that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is all my unread shit, so I haven't read anything about that. Oh wait, why am I watching this cutscene of shit? Sure, you're distracted me.
Uh,
My wrist already.
Just say you're too crazy.
I'm sigh on this. Fucking hate Barbie. That's my one trigger this. Guys, I can't do it anymore. It's been 3 minutes. Wait, was this glasses? Part. Sorry. That's my genius. Hold on. That's fine. What is it?
Yeah.
It's really funny.
I know it's so bad on that one. Not funny.
Only first, there's the start. There's a start. There come. They're on me.
Because I tried to ban it. I think we should do it. Oh, so I think you're supposed to like finish Paris when you press it. So I think next time you're supposed to finish Moscow and then press it.
Okay, so I'll
So I
finish
think-
Paris
I think-
and Moscow.
Yes, you have to finish Moscow and then press it. So right when you unlock Moscow, you press it. It's for
Well, I just want Paris my first day.
yeah, maybe do that. Yeah,
What is
yeah,
that?
that's fine. That's fine. Actually, it's I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
Bro, read us a story.
It's not.
Yes, both, bro.
There's pictures in it. I'm gonna be
You can read the history of British that one is
British what?
the punk is behind, so it's next to it.
Oh yeah.
Fuck, this bitch wants hair extensions. I should turn off this hair for. Fix the phone. Read me the Avatar book, Jacob.
The survival guide.
Yeah. Read from one up to.
Whoa. No way. We get the. You know.
Oh wait, it's the bear.
The low word.
Yeah, tell me about glow worm. Tell the child glow ones, bro.
All the name. The low word. That's what I said.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Lobby name is a funny way.
Yeah, they've been eating them. You know that? There's like a scene they cut up from the first movie. That's fine that they've been eating those.
Taxonomy is
Fantastic.
Iraqi. Iraq. No numera. Today.
But you're a biologist, bro. Come on.
Habitat is decayed rainforest flora.
Yeah.
Anatomy is cylindrical, bioluminescent, invertebrate, no animals.
Yeah, they did eat that.
Feeding ecology is decayed plant feeding fungi, and its size is 15 centimeters. The glowworm contains a psychoactive alkaloid. When used in conjunction with the venom of the arachnoid, can induce hallucinations. For not being used forms from specific rule electric unicellular around.
Yeah, this is like a scene they cut out, Jay. When like one the scene they cut out, they put like Jake's on hallucinogenics.
Around. Supposed to be, what is that Aaron place? Worms, wait, the worms on sake of drinking and part vital information to the prospective warrior. Are we gonna have like Subway Surfers on or something?
You don't like Avatar book? You don't like me telling you the lore, Jake? That was a scene where Jake slowly did hallucinogenics, and then he like predicted the future about like cheating attack and shit. And I was like, bro, he already knew that was gonna happen. Why didn't you get on drugs for that? You know what I mean? Like, fuck, I want to play this game. It's like a mental game, actually, guys. You know, Jacob?
If you go on the world record, yeah.
Yeah, it's so fucking me or bitch. No one hates me. But looking at Twitter with this bitch right now. That was a rude conversation you just had. Fresh. Polish. Barbie. And this is a dress. One Barbie, this is a dress.
Oh, it's so bad.
Don't remember. why not just get the background really dark, like the colors. Fuck, I'm an idiot. Oh, that was bad. Yeah, we have chat viewers, Jacob. I'm like 10 minutes totally in Hi, chat. I love you guys. You're the only ones why you guys are why I stay. I kind of like it myself. Fuck, there's no one in Paris. We have to fly to New York. That's like a time wasted. Fuck America. Fuck our stupid walking country. We should might you up better, well. We can't be hearing it.
Yeah, well, I can't really do anything about that. You're on the mic.
It's like the computer don't even talk here. Hey guys.
Yeah, I mean, this is the laptop one. So.
This is quick setup though. Can you hear me now if I talk right in the screen like this? It's just, I don't know if I'm saying anything interesting. I'm just having like a mental breakdown because I'm only like 3 countries in, but I've been playing for half an hour and this game is going to take me for ages. And I'm really sad about it, guys. I wish I had 2 TV screens so to watch Subway Surfers. And like Jacob was going to read me Avatar books, but then stopped after reading the Glowworms. And I think it might be because I already knew about them because there's a cutscene from Avatar where Jake Sully gets on the hallucinogenics. So. Oh, that's when they bring up announcements 3. They go on the hallucinogenics. That would be really funny. The kids start experimenting. I'm saying it's like it should be like a drug addiction like plot storyline. That could be big. Could be big. If one of the Sully kids becomes a medical, could be interesting. Could be good watch.
Way to go!
Way to go! Nice, guys. Yeah, fuck, I wish I could watch that 4-hour video so I could watch it again, you know what I mean? Like the Funkland video. Bro, I've been watching like ASMR on this TV and it actually puts me to sleep. I'm like, I gotta go to bed. I want to watch like Family Guy Fighting Moments compilation or something.
Want to do that again?
Yeah.
What?
Is that what talking though, or is it visual? Because I can't really see. I think it's like Family Guy. We need like some audio. We need like some audio touch. No, right eye. Okay. Never do that. Yeah.
Yeah, what I have on my watch later is.
Yeah, I don't know who you are. I feel like it's a name, I'm guessing. Fuck, I don't want to do makeup, Jacob. I'm fine for this. Yeah, you look great. Fucking fabulous. I don't know anybody Phoenixburg. I don't know what it is. 1901. I knew it was an A. I knew it. I know everything. I know everything about everything. And are you ready to watch us win?
The only other video I have on my thing I could watch is like a video about how everything is gambling.
Everything?
Yeah, how there's much gambling going on.
Is this gambling?
Yeah.
I think this is gambling. This is gambling. Guys, you can't see it in the stream, but I feel like I'm gambling. Barbie? Why is the audio being fucked up, Jake? Did you hear that? This was happening yesterday with my YouTube video as well. It's like really annoying, so I should look it up. Why did I do that? That was an idiot. That was dumb. You can't see on stream, that was stupid. That was fun. What is this? I'll show this. Bro, I've been listening to it. Been thinking about doing a double routine for a while, so that's fine.
It's so hard.
Bro, it's double Stop!
At time your avatar sees you to sleep.
No, I've been watching Avatar ASMR because it's funny. I'm watching it on TV. Jacob, stop looking at my YouTube. It's embarrassing me. Like, I'm embarrassed. Stop! I'm gonna jump off the balcony. It's not funny. I'm gonna jump from the jet. I'm gonna jet set and go here.
Following Ellen. It's just kind of Ellen.
Because I liked Ellen when I was a kid. God forbid I liked Ellen DeGeneres when I was a child.
They still post it.
No, I don't watch it. You're distracting me bad stuff. Can you stop bullying me? Guys, I already went through the psychological torture of playing this game for 6 hours. I don't know this guy fucking hating on me following Ellen DeGeneres on YouTube. What the fuck?
I've been watching Smiling Friends.
What?
Yeah, I've heard about it. I haven't watched it, but
Six fine.
this is really nice. Yeah. I was watching American Dad on Disney Plus yesterday, but it wasn't as funny as I watched it the other day. Oh, thanks such a word. Let's get down. You put it on the speakers?
On the speakers.
Yeah.
Hey,
Never see that.
just for you.
What do you mean? Do I need to look there for like the TV anyways?
Hear this. Picture.
I kind of meant on like like the other silver one. That fit though. Guys, you can't tell, but I'm watching Family Guy in the corner.
It's American Dad.
I'm watching. I can't even hear what they're saying. It's funny. Why is it a wheelchair?
I'm gonna join the teacher.
What's the full volume of the computer? I can't hear anything they're saying on the computer. So.
Can't help but look. Can't help but What thing?
I'm happy now.
I can toss my pizza on the ground, walk away, walk back, and it's still there. That's a birdless boardwalk is the dream. Just accept something. Does this answer your question? Oh, wow. Bad. No, still eat it. We can Sandy style.
What?
Did you see all those rats running inland?
Yeah, and the seabirds have clearly figured it out. They're all gone.
Animals are smart. They knew before we did. A tsunami is coming.
Oh no. There's a tsunami is coming in America. Yeah, I need food, bro. I need food. I can't believe I'm doing it.
Gotta come check out this new truck. Oh,
Is this like a Australian truck?
of the line. Absolutely brutalized the fields.
Like Australia. Really from Australia, right?
Demonstrator.
Well, in Australia, they have the bins that people go in.
Sorry, excuse me. Hi. Did you just say a tsunami's coming?
No, I haven't said a word in 3 hours. There we go. Up under the ocean, where it triggered an earthquake, creating a tidal wave that's heading right at us.
Great. And I should be losing my shit because
This would only be a big deal if it wasn't totally under control. I've assembled the beach's hottest lifeguards, and we're finalizing a plan to defuse the wave right now. So don't yell at everybody. It'll just create a panic, a needless panic, because
he's loving this vibe. Get up. Did you want something I just saw real quick? It sounds like corn gossip. Good vibes. Haley, thanks for making such an effort to be cool today. We appreciate it. Anyway, what's the board cost?
Fuck the no.
everything's gonna be
Fuck the no in New York. Why did I fly there? Fuck me.
Fine.
I'm such an idiot. Fuck, I'm such an idiot. Fuck, I'm fucking
Great.
To fly to New York to get that.
No, you fly directly, go.
Oh,
Fly direct.
Just
the long flight.
Fuck, I'm such a fan.
like
So sad.
good gossip. Lifeguards are so hot. Welcome to Team Good Vibes, Haley.
See what I do?
for $100. How are we stuck with yummers?
That's what I do.
There's a sucker born every minute.
Science. Right, Oh, it's just like giant rush.
Right.
So, I spent something nasty in locker 211. Hey, sister, I trade you a doobie for a junior baby son.
It's against corporate policy to barter, but we do take Zelle.
Sell? Is that like another word for actress?
It's actually a pretty tight digital payment network run by a conglomeration of the world's largest banks. Hey, why don't we have a quick chat, my office? I noticed you've been really applying yourself lately. Thanks, boss. That's not a compliment.
What night enhanced or whatever you call that big one thing. It's okay that clams aren't your jam, buddy. If you don't like them, don't eat them.
Really? That's great. I was worried you guys were going to exclude me or shun me or.
I believe the word you're looking for is ostracized, and that big thing is called a pillory.
Don't subscribe to Muscle Madness Fitness Magazine.
And a Hawaiian shirt?
I think there is Jimmy Buffett Fan Club membership or his coupons from Trader Joe's.
Okay, then how do you explain the big pirate hat?
The library keeps sending him overdue book notices for Treasure Island.
How do you find this junk mail, hunk?
Tracking machines compiling his profile data, and now we print the results. Whoops, I just said.
It's like cutting accent.
What's the theme of this about? Lame bullshit nobody likes?
It's classic literature come to life. There's enough mice and men rabbit petting room, a starlight room,
Mice and men rabbit petting room.
and a room full of monsters.
Mice and men rabbit petting room. You read that one, Jacob?
Yeah.
Oh,
Literature cloud.
that's good.
I won't spoil all the surprises, but the big finale is we all take a hot air balloon ride together, like around the world in days.
Oh no! My grandpa just died!
Oh gosh, that's terrible.
I need to go plan her funeral!
Moscow. Jacob. Moscow.
She was in a duel with Aries grandma, and they shot each other.
Of course.
But Moscow's so far from my next child. I have to fly back to the States.
Ready?
Marty didn't invite me?
Damn, I know what the bosses take so long to get out. Like, it's like, fuck me, guys. So why should you make them still country already? You know what I mean? This was also giving Paul about you know, the song, like some characters give my mom, and I should not use my mom.
You're giving up major.
You know, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like a mom book.
Cast
The fringe, the Cardi, you put it on like the Karen haircut, you know them down.
Yeah.
Here, I need shucks too.
So when I'm talking about Russian accent, but you can't tell that she's a Russian accent, so I'm not letting her
5
speak.
minutes work. You skateboard? Please.
You know what you know, Jacob, like, you know, like the corner has like this Barbie animation?
Uh-huh.
I think that's probably like actually someone just like I don't think that's animated. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I thought so.
Yeah, and like that kind of fucks me. It's actually like a real person. Yeah, it's like crazy. It's really bad.
It's so fun.
Set down on America's most iconic drive. Historic Route 69. That's 66. Route 69. Why? I anticipate a
I feel like now that I've done Paris and Moscow, or like gone to Moscow, I'm feeling quite this could have been.
This 3D
It's like actually I'm quite cool for that.
is hot as hell. But we're no closer to getting rid of his mail.
Look, he's got a switch.
It's been like an hour and I've done like 4 cities. So
Your pile of sticks and
Three
heavy
cities. So I'm just in Moscow now. 3 cities.
You'll notice I put in some extras like lighting and running.
It was like what 20 minutes per city maybe.
You're in the blood. Did I get it?
Oh, wipe your feet. This is
Bro, I think the Moscow soundtrack's kind of easy. What do you reckon?
It's the oil.
Fuck, I lost the name of this.
Down you.
It's
Roger, you invited him?
Yes, I'm conducting your life. Now solo. Is that it? It's not pretty. It's the here.
How is her hair totally different from what she has?
Even that
That's my boy playing the big ass violin.
Big ass smile.
Daddy's not proud. Mister, what are you doing? Myself in mine and have this club. Sorry, I was just gonna ask you to turn your music down. What? I'm having my garden club come over if you must know.
Gardening club. I'm doing gardening.
Steve? Yes, Steve? Steve with a big bandage on him?
Yeah, you got me pretty good. You went totally berserk. Like,
Yeah, it was just like that. It wasn't me, it was my persona. He had a flashback to an earlier time in his life. There was fire everywhere, and I saw sheet music for Dvorak's cello concerto in E minor.
same piece we were playing at the concert.
Thank
The requested daddy when you were in your stabbing trance.
That's kind of trance there is.
You didn't attack until dad was crowding me. That moment, combined with the music, must have triggered your flashback and subsequent violence.
The fuck
Musical
is shit?
changes
I'm
and
so confused.
every whiz. What can this boy do? Proud of you now.
Yeah,
I'm not
it's a monkey.
What if I do this? My pride and joy. Wow, thanks.
I don't like to tell people. I don't need the extra.
I love this. This dress from Oscar so pretty.
Maestro and his dad and fix it. We need you to have more flashbacks.
Fuck, we're out of people and deserve to go. Fuck, if you're not gonna states.
Dad will protect me while you.
Fuck, you're gonna all the way tantalizing. So, you know on with this.
The maestro
Yeah.
will work through it.
Yes,
I really know that you feel all the way fucking away.
We piece the memories together.
I'm really gonna go ahead
Just don't know.
just to run this.
So you
We didn't have to finish the whole scene.
Bad if I kill
So
Steve.
annoying. So
You're ready
annoying.
to kick me out?
So I'm rage bait right now, guys.
Did I kick you out of the house when you scratched up my old Jerky Boys CD? Yes. And I'd do it again. What's in that concert hall? You may need to up security. Micro's dead, but I can't tell.
Etano is so beautiful.
Never seen this part of Langley before. I didn't even know it existed.
Well, Langley has some of the most diverse biomes anywhere in the world. From our dazzling and crystal-filled caves and dramatic limestone canyons to our vast and foreboding tundras.
Oh, wow. What did what you said mean?
What if Maestro's father is a famous composer like John Williams?
Yes.
Sorry, I drank both your mules, but these drinks are basically water. Yeah, said it. Do something.
And put some devastating news to that. Thank God the town got rid of that suicide hotline. Otherwise, we'd be on it all night. A blue moon for my boy Stan. Open bar just ended. That's fine. How much is $12? Forget it.
I think I just got tempted.
Yo, listen up. Here's your story about a little guy that lives in a blue world. And all money and everything he sees is just blue, like him. Inside and outside.
I say we crash bullets.
Go home, Stan.
What's that? I got the thing off my dog.
Bro, we love nail polish. I don't have time for that.
Going to Bullock's party.
Who you talking? Got this hog all ready for you. Juice already? Don't worry. There's actually another scooter nearby, but it's in Tuttle's garage. Also, he owns it.
So we be stealing Tuttle's scooter?
Yes. Look runs a tight ship. I never get invited anywhere, which makes me an expert at sneaking into events where I'm not wanted. I once snuck my Pomona boys into Adam Driver's Golden Globes podcast. To be fair, this was years before Adam Driver updates.
Damn it, Clutch, what's our plan? You didn't invite me to your Christmas party. Why not? Okay, I'll never. Is it being honest? You can be a fellow cap of 500 guests. 500? It's ludicrous, I know. Maybe you'll make the cut next year. Because, Mr. 500.
Where are you? I'm literally. What?
I overheard
No one wants to enjoy it.
sounds like you.
Going back to New York.
I have to be a neighbor to respect.
That's not bad. Not far away. This could be big. This could be big.
Fine, you seem normal enough. You can be my date. Because my husband is Paul!
Sir, for the last time.
So if she does want her nails done, that could be really bad, actually. That's a good client, guys. That's probably the best client I've had. Like the fastest client, that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest.
It's a winter wonderland.
The shrimps can't be tired. I can smell the goblet heat butter cascading from here.
Open champion! He did it, bro! I have a spare couple in the car. Feel like tossing me a few long bombs?
Yeah. You want to keep that wristband? You better not leave my side all night.
What's Stefan Diggs?
But step on nothing. Only 3 shots of Tito's while I stretch out my hands. You're about to set the dance floor on but some coke ASAP. Trying to work with.
We're not going home. I'm sure everyone is sound asleep by now.
No, I can't sleep unless I know everyone's safe in their beds. Let's relax, scampers. I was holding down a big buck hunter. I was instructed and got off. What? Did it bring the golf course?
I don't know. That's just Rick and Morty.
Well,
But what is it super logic go? It's
you know,
American Dad season 22, episode 25. American Dad full episode 25. No cuts.
guys and cuts and oh my gosh, you
What's fine.
yeah.
so confused right now.
I'm with you.
Me too. And are you crazy? Doctors? Oh, yes, I give you a license esthetician.
What do you think? Try to start through. Stuff I found in the grass.
This is an absolute brain rock content. It's like just some
Shit. Get on it. I'm dropping down there. Been a whole press started. What did you like to stay here and operate it manually?
what is happening right now. I'm so concerned.
You're It's a dick move for me to even pause like that. It's not my fault. You go.
What's that?
It's an autopilot.
It's
Summer. Two brothers.
Two brothers. I remember this one.
It's ran as fast as they could
So
from German canister. And then a tornado came. And that's when things got knocked into the gear. A Mexican armada shows up with weapons made from two tomatoes. And you better bet your bottom dollar that these two brothers know how to handle business. In Alien Invasion, Tomato Monster Mexican Armada brothers were just regular brothers running in a van from an asteroid and all sorts of things. The movie. Hold on, there's more. Old women are coming, and they're also in the movie, and they're going to come and cross attack these two brothers. But let's get back to the brothers because they have a strong bond. You don't want to know about it here, but I'll tell you one thing. The moon, it comes crashing into Earth. And what do you do then? It's two brothers, and they're gonna. It's called Two Brothers. Two Brothers.
What's your class, bitch? I'm really famous. Listen, why don't you tell her class the trouble that refuse when chasing one's victim through a pumpkin? Bitch, come on, Michelle. Conflict with pond involving pumpkins, bitch. Hey, leave it alone.
Yeah, this is a bunch of bull crap. Who cares?
Something in the
When
box.
you kill someone, what do the poor
Fuck
guy
this
think
guy.
everybody wants?
Oh, let's go LA. That's what I was gonna say. This is big. This is big.
So, the fun farce, you know.
That's so epic. And they said favorites. I'll make it. I'm a bit hungry, bro.
I can't like being told where to go, what to do. I consider it a violation.
Why is this freaking worry? I'm so afraid.
But just get that all with okay. These are good ones. They're good to get more. It'll make a super guy in my work. Been a huge help. I'm gonna be able to do such thing. Gonna be great for you. Okay, next room. You go over there. Why does he have to go over there? Random check. You gotta go to the new machine. What new machine? It's a new machine. Next up all the way to your clock.
What?
Weekends.
Where did it go?
I don't know.
You don't know me.
What do you think you do?
Right, we're trying to make our move.
You're eating game.
Oh, dang.
Those are the comments that
For real. So no one's watching. I guess it was on my like Trump already. I don't know.
no comments.
I bought it for my super dupers in the freezer about. Fuck. There's no comments. That's the most brain rot comment I've ever seen.
Sorry, my parents are playing.
Yesterday.
Well, it's them a million times. Like something
Fucking brothers are big on
sound of their lovemaking. Like Soldier Boy. Embarrassing. It's okay, Barry. Everyone's family can be embarrassing. My mom still cuts my sandwiches into hearts. I'm thinking that my sandwiches should be shaped like lightning bolts.
Tell me about it. The other day, I slipped in a puddle of lube. My Uncle Roger spilled, prepping for his orgy. I slid into my sister's 3-foot bomb. Then my parents ran in, dueling with these prop swords from Lord of the Rings my dad bought on eBay. My mom took a reckless fork-style swing at my dad, but sliced me instead. I bled.
Steve, your family sounds chaotic, unstable, unhealthy.
Hey, Steve, I'm stealing this to show porno at my orgy. Keep the homies horny.
That's your uncle, right?
Okay, so my family's a little unconventional. But when it really matters, we're always there for each other.
Be careful sharing this stuff. Someone could report you to social services.
Who'd report me? You guys? My best friends? Or you? Really cool new kid? So cool. I know I can trust you.
Cowabunga! I've been told a disturbing story about your family from my undercover social services narc.
I knew it.
Cowabunga!
A narc?
I'm sorry, but a social worker will need to make a whole
Social worker.
Social worker.
Oh, finish.
Smithhouse. Cowabunga!
Social worker. Do they take Steve if they see something dangerous like swords lying around?
Swords. Oh, you mean my Urukai scimitars? These are investments. You wouldn't believe how much Lord of the Rings fans pay for this stuff.
Which did you pay?
An undisclosed amount. Here's my biggest investment yet. An extra large one ring used on set to create forced perspective.
Don't worry, Haley. Remember the last time a social worker came? When you were breastfeeding Steve at his high school?
We just call social services, get Wendell again, and bribe his ass. Everyone was fired.
Yes, for taking bribes.
Yuck! We hate bribes!
Around here, bribes are a big taboo. Sorry. So if you could just send someone else easy going, it's rules.
Very bribable.
Bribable works. We'll waive the taboo just this once.
Says here the social worker visiting your account is Jack Hardass.
I'm gonna mute you for a second. Jack Hardass. We're assuming his name is hilariously ironic because he's so nice and has a soft, jiggly booty.
Jack Hardass is just like his name.
They're gonna take
It's a good time. I'm just a good girl.
precious boy. I got here as fast as I could.
Stop! No one is taking me. Like I told Snot when he said our family was unstable, chaotic, unhealthy. Piece of shit. When it really counts, the Smiths are always there for each other. Snot is becoming a problem.
One thing at a time. But just so we remember,
Jack Hardass is coming tomorrow. We'll be ready. Social Services Healthy Home Checklist, aka Hardass's Bible. A home free of dangerous items. Like these swords, Stan!
I've been talking to Clark. He's gonna buy the one ring off me tonight. I'll try to sell him the swords, too.
All content must be age appropriate. So no sex stuff.
Don't worry, I'm postponing my orgy and surrendering my sex preps. 5 horny goat weed Viagra mix that can almost guarantee arousal. So long, remote for my wireless porno rig. Careful, I disabled the off button, so once it's on, it never stops playing porn. If you need me, I'll be hiding in the walls. No personas tomorrow.
Mr. R, you'll be like Bruno from Disney's Encanto.
Right.
This is so awesome.
Like an Encanto. Floorboards flapping like castanets.
Silence in the walls will be fine.
To make sure we impress Hardass, compile the CIA dossier. Hardass has high-class tastes. Fancy food, fancy cats, fancy feast. So we'll serve him the fanciest dish of all time. Beef Wellington.
Billy and I can try making a practice Wellington tonight, Mr. X. And I'm talking cat right now.
But classy guys don't like seeing anything weird, so no talking fish.
Anything for Steve.
Hands in, everybody, for our precious boy.
Am I wrong with all of these?
Because I'm never wrong about them.
Yeah, don't be cutting the hair straight. I don't have time for that.
Taste the difference with the steel cut.
Thank you.
I just cut it as soon as as fast as I can, so it's not straight.
Excuse you?
But it's fine because I don't think I'm ready to start Barbie again. So
Finally met a junior jumbo you couldn't master, huh? Here, let me take a look.
Big friggin' get The Langley Falls Art Museum. It's acquired the paintings of Reynolds.
Who's that?
It's Philistine attitudes like that that have kept us from teaching burn off the cultural myth.
Please, your tone.
You know who's the best artist?
Oh, let's go.
Everyone. He took us all to the far side.
North.
I'm on Mumbai.
I knew Reynolds just the Tyrion.
You did?
Francie, do we have any honey? What? You knew Reynolds just for Tyrion?
Then what? He painted my portrait.
There's a museum. That includes me. I took Kalen's last name. I'll go wide.
Not the what? What?
Also got the
We haven't Hong Kong. I haven't done the Hong Kong boss yet. I'm always for the boss.
You just unlocked it?
I'm sure.
No, like I did the boss in Mumbai. I got the Mumbai boss.
Yeah.
I don't want the Hong Kong boss yet.
But you just unlocked it.
Well, I think the other things were unlocked, but I just didn't go there. You know what I mean?
To me, it's just
Oh,
Like I
yeah.
had the countries unlocked, but I didn't have to go there. I went to the closest country. I gotta go.
Open up to him. Yeah, I don't know
Well,
what
it's
you're.
this country now.
Yeah, I don't know what you're saying. It's like high after. I was saying.
You like I still went half an hour for one country.
Because you're only doing that one, like 2 countries.
Yes, it's changing it. No life.
Yeah, because I had to get
Yeah,
the next
yeah.
boss in half an hour.
You guys could think he was out of line. Well, we're off to the Maple Falls exhibit at the next. With any luck, that will get us hard. Francine, can't you see you're embarrassing me? Genitals aren't something that should be shown to the world. They're not called shownitals. The term genitals comes from the Latin word genie. And like a genie, they should only come out when they're rubbed.
Dan, you're embarrassing yourself.
Tato Monticello. Archivist. Wait, did I already do my introduction?
Yeah, we went to Monaco.
Really? Long way to go to meet somebody. Anyway, tonight, we make that cheating disappear. Pull off this heist. We need muscle. The Atlantia twins weigh 700 pounds combined and grew up eating raw horse meat in Dagestan. They still love horse meat. It's disgusting. Their breath smells like horse meat. Whatever. It's one night, you'll survive. Next, we need a lover cage. Claude Verdier is the Belgian with the smallest fingers in the world. It's gross and he always wants to shake hands. But I know he can tell that I don't want to shake hands. Whatever, it's one night, you'll survive. We'll need an explosive guy. You can either get Bang Bang Fukunawa or Josh.
Get Bang Bang Fukunawa. Wait, why do we need an explosives guy? Won't the Belgian guy get us in?
Good point.
I thought we agreed no explosives guy.
Right. Josh!
The guy we didn't need was supposed to be Bang Bang Fukunawa.
Oh, so I was second choice?
Look, you're here and he's not. Gingerito, Guatemalan contortionist.
That's fine. I just don't know how to do that.
I'm calling my
what to leave out.
Dave, you remember the dead side of the Family Guy sending me? That actually American Dad, but
Reginald
fuck, I'm not in Moscow. Don't get copyright. Copyright is scared of me, bro.
This lawsuit already.
I'm so locked in right now. I cannot honestly.
Build a website you love with Wix. For your words, create your brand, your opportunity, your breakthrough. Feeling the vibe? Run with it. From can't look away to gotta have. Make every detail.
Hey, that's 7 door kicks, Francine. You're ruining our door and our game.
When I'm pissed off, kick doors. That's the baby. At those, just had us get them back. Jessica was a weirdo, one and covered nerd.
Drink.
She does drink. Rude, okay.
Well, there's that Francine.
Whose fault it is? She is starting to get it. Cheers to that.
Oh no, but back to Hong Kong, so no one else seeing, but
It's hell getting that.
what? What is this show? I'm so confused.
I take it back to Earth. With that red solar panel and steer it.
It's never had trouble getting neighbors out the door.
Let's face it, guys. We've got schemers block. I know what we need.
Steamer block.
It's
Yeah,
cocaine.
definitely cocaine.
Cocaine!
I say we get rockets and a buttload of duct tape and blast the neighbor's house off the street.
Love that.
That's good.
Speed, tell me you got that gun.
Trouble keeping up, Dad? Are you sure I shouldn't have just a little taste? Give him a gunner stand.
You crazy? Kids got huge guns. There won't be enough for us.
What if I rent the neighbor's house like a big hat?
With all the family stuffed inside.
And just walk them out of our neighborhood for good?
Yes, totally, yes.
These ideas are fun. See, are you getting down all the fire? I'm doing it. That's never the camera on this phone is so good. I can see like dark particles. Hurry there. We need to print that thing and execute the plan now while our eyes are beating.
Oh, Jessica has a printer, and I'm still connected to her Wi-Fi.
Bam! Just texting you the plans. We get over there. Francine will find the printer on the sly and print my brand one.
We can all sign one and I'm getting free. Oh, why not the free shop? People do not be in the free shop. I do with my life. 2 more minutes.
Hey, it's got a job.
Get a picture. Oh no, I just sent her plans to the neighbor's printer. That picture.
This piece of satellite, I'll be able to steer any passing meteor down to Earth. Now, to wait for a meteor. Let's see. Maybe some attention grabbing ass waggling. These meteors are thirsty.
So you're the one responsible for making all these pies.
No, these are rotisserie chickens.
Wow, that's amazing. Even the boys are
That's a cash register.
Is somebody printing something?
Where's your printer? Where's your printer?
Everyone, get ready to execute. Now.
Yeah, that should put me down in our pool. Found the printers!
You gonna hurt us more? No. They must be on drugs. They need our help. Jessica! Half and half makes fluffier scrambled eggs. Too much sugar, baby. God, I hope it's not both. But we're not gonna abandon you in your time. If our house is next to yours, we're gonna be with you every step of the way.
That's the goal. Neighbors? Please tell me you saved me a gun.
I was when it did cocaine, and then the meteor hit the house. That was so cool.
Sorry, my way with the credit cloud. Don't have to be able to start the same from the way happy.
Peace, Potter. Aphrodite.
Well, that's
This one's a compilation.
To seek time. Had to say.
So you guys homos?
No.
Oh.
Make you promise you won't fly away. Oh,
oh,
Thank you.
That's not.
sometimes the hair actually good, and I just cut it straight away.
Don't know what say you love.
We need something else to watch.
Oh, you don't like Family Guy?
Alright, it's like a day.
so, buddy, to protect our family, we must kill a friend. Don't worry, it's not you. I could never be mad at you. Coochie coochie. Joanne.
The compilation really pulls out the chart.
I watched this episode yesterday, so it says wonderful. But I just watched this video.
It's just toast, Dad.
This time it was toast, Haley. This time, and Henry, face scattered across the plain. It was on a slow train to Death City, so I asked the conductor if he could skip the next few stops to make up. Oh, I shot it in the eye. Bring your homes down.
It's too chaotic.
Misty, nice hunt.
Another compilation of American Doll. Why don't we put on this in and sing along or something? It's start the show.
There's a 2.5 hour video 2 months ago, the Tinkerbell Cinematic Universe. Do you want that?
Tinkerbell is about growing up, carving your own path. That's true. A baby
That was so many
dying dandelion floats its way to Neverland. More specifically, Pixie Hollow. Like
why is this guy why is this something wrong?
pixie dust and transforms into a small blonde girl. Meet Tinkerbell, a character so ass old you probably don't want to ask who she voted for in the previous election. In Disney's 1953 film Peter Pan, she's a rambunctious and moody creature with no dialogue at all, just the sound of a bell when she talks, reminiscent of how all men heard women speak in 1953. The first of many Tinkerbell spin-off films does not fully embrace those traits of Tink. She speaks almost immediately after she is brought into this world.
I feel like humans can understand me. Fucking
Anyway, the leader of the fairies
you haven't seen the third movie.
presents Tinkerbell with a choice akin to that
You know
of the dystopian. She must choose her life path. Mushrooms emerge from the earth.
You're a novel. This is like Jessica Virgin Jacob.
When she asks how she will know which one
You know
to
what I'm saying?
choose,
When they pick olives.
this presents us our first of many dilemmas for Tinkerbell.
What's drinking in this video?
School begs the question, where free
Yeah.
and if it even exists, she peruses her options, and ultimately a hammer begins to glow and levitate towards her.
You're getting island for the cabin video.
Merry Christmas from the Fresh Street people.
That's Woolworths.
New fashion designer work for
When are we gonna unlock the Hong Kong boss? Hong Kong boss! Hong Kong boss! Let's go! I don't know for ages. I just love
There's a lot of magic in this world, so it's hard to fully understand what's at play here. But on a thematic level, it's asked, do fairies have free will? Tinkerbell didn't choose for her. She didn't choose for that baby.
She didn't reborn. She did anything else.
It floated towards her like a snotty kid in a lazy rip. Even if she did, ultimately.
Oh my gosh, the boss is so annoying.
Text that came with choosing the hammer. This glowing hammer represents the Tinker Fairies, the guild of crafting and engineering Fairies. That's where she gets her name, by the way. No other Tinker Fairy has this naming convention, though. The first one we meet is named fucking Bobble. I'm Pink. These two are recurring characters in the series, and they are anti-laugh machines.
Thought you'd hear.
Me too.
I don't know what they add to the world. They have your typical big, dumb guy, tiny, angry guy dynamic.
Who's that then?
It's Tinkerbell, you
Their names. Are you really going to tell me that this one is Bobble and this one is Clay? This is basic Kiki and Boola. Get your shit together, executive producer John Lasseter. They sing a silly song about tinkering, but don't get it twisted. These are
John Lasseter.
pop song by some up-and-coming Disney Channel kid. This one has the song Fly Here
Selena
by
Gomez.
Selena Gomez.
Selena Gomez.
Yeah, it is.
Life as a tinker.
You know the fourth movie? That's Child of the Clank.
Bobble and Plank.
With the Clank sisters.
Sprinting thistles, building what
I
she's built to build.
never thought that I
There. Here's Iridessa. She's a light fairy, voiced by Raven Simone.
And then I think there's the bottom in one of those too, Jacob. Because they were the bottom.
There are moments where it looks like Iridessa is just moving the sun. Fairies are either cosmic beings or made out of a state of matter that we don't fully understand, either which breaks my brain and isn't super worth considering for the purposes of this video. Also notable about Iridessa is her anxiety, a character trait that comes without character all willy-nilly throughout the films. There's Fawn, an animal fairy, who's voiced by America Ferrera in the first film. She's pretty cool, and a good stand-in for any horse girls in the audience. Water fairy. She can bend water. Her skill is the least cool to me. I'm sorry.
What?
If you can do something that I can vaguely do in the ocean with my own two hands, I'm not impressed. Especially Iridessa's over here, changing the colors that our eyes can perceive. On top of that, she's the most botted of any of these characters. Even diehard Silver Mist fans can't tell me 3 character traits that she has. Look, they're all flocking to the comments now. She's boring, but she fills out the color wheel, I guess.
Oh, it's easy, girl. All right. Silver Mist, yeah.
And then there's Rosetta, a garden fairy, originally voiced by Kristen Chenoweth.
Oh, take
Oh, that's fine.
That's not how it works.
She has a little southern twang, which you might think is based on the region that garden fairies are from, but I'll tell you right now that's not the case. Every other garden fairy talks normal. Her accent comes from how dialects work in this world. Maybe she was laughed out of a southern baby. It's the mom. And of course, finally, there's Vidya, a fast-flying fairy. The title says it all. She fly fast. Vidya is an egotistical being, one who hates the earnest look in Tinkerbell's eyes. Literally the first time that she ever meets her, Vidya looks down on Tinkerbell's working-class career.
You work up in the sky, and you work down in a ditch.
It's kind of right now. Talk about this.
Yeah, but it's like you shouldn't pick for like Divergent. You know what I mean? Or Divergent.
I
What are they called? They're like how do
feel
Divergent?
weighed down by this style of life. And really gets shut down by the conservative tradition.
Yeah, she
She finds scattered human trash lying on the beach and is instantly curious.
Bro, some of my friends says, you remember when we go to Costco, right? And then mom would be pushing my cart, and then we yell dollars and jump on the side. Do you ever do that?
Yeah.
That was cute. I was trying to explain it to the homies, but the homies like weren't there when like Divergent was showing out.
Leaders very Mary's authoritarian.
Like to make culture references,
Not
but
to
it's like I was
propose and invents unconventional tools for these lost things to aid in creating the season. So yeah, the whole point of the fairies, like their main goal in life, is to go to the mainland, the real world, and create the seasons.
Because right now, fairies of every colour are preparing for my favourite season, time.
It's like the folklore of this world. Even the humans have heard about it, and some of them.
so don't you go and you see me
Try and keep up with it. Again, fairies are preparing for the season of spring in this.
I'm gonna try to stick to Asia because I don't want to fly back too far.
More than
It
anything,
takes time to
he wants
fly.
to go to the mainland.
I think this one is just It's like just now.
Queen Claire has her seasonal review without lifting a finger, might I add. I don't really know what she does to aid in creating the seasons or to help the fairies, but it does seem like she takes all the
Actually,
credit.
I'm
Listen,
what I was
Claire, you're just the 1%. You guys just don't want to talk about it.
Oh,
The fairy?
Yeah, King Clarion. It's like a romance novel between her and the winter guy.
Clarion does her seasonal review. Tink rushes to
Yeah, it has like cool blue like paper.
did I?
Like the edges are shiny blue. It's like pretty.
Earnestness only gets you so far when you're young. When you're naive and sweet, people in power are too quick to reject you. Out of fear, Tinkerbell learns this lesson the hard way when one of the machines she invents thrusts a nut onto the head of a swarm. Right.
Remember the scene.
Oh, okay, right. It's been 7 minutes. How's it been 4 hours?
Same.
That's so bad.
All of those things are done by the nature talent fairies.
This is a pivotal moment in the film for Tinkerbell. She gave Queen Clarion all she had to give.
Is this about movies or just
Make a change.
Cinematic universe.
Yeah, pretty callous.
Just because that's like you said, it could have been cleared up so you watch like the third one.
Maybe we'll get there when we get there.
TikTok. That's
He's
it.
like, why is the bell noise not in it? It's like it's in the third movie, bros.
It cuts deep. When people face hardship, there's really only two paths that you can choose. You can harden and succumb to the negativity surrounding you, becoming the negative influence yourself, or you can try to grow and learn from. Tinkerbell's decision here, on the surface, might seem like the latter. She decides that if she can't go to the mainland as a Tinker Fairy,
Did you know
then she'll
she
just
was playing this in the street run for
It's your talent.
Switch your talent. You can't switch your talent.
lots of gratitude.
Would have been
You're
Source
really funny because in the fifth movie they switched their talents.
Another
You know what I mean?
express to Tinkerbell that being a
And then
Tinker is
Vidya's like, fuck, I'm a Tinker Fairy. I'm gonna say a slur. I hate Tinker Fairy. You know what I mean?
when it all falls.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Tink grows a deep resentment towards the Tinker.
Can we talk about the Pirate Fairy and what talent she was?
Slur.
Stupid tinker.
No, I do wish once.
A tinker. Yes.
The hard R on the Tinker Fairies.
Would
You
find
know that video's like, bro, you ain't the thinker.
spilled away.
Then, bro, you're not the tinker.
Also backfires. She gets chased by these freaky lightning bugs when she accidentally makes her ass light up. She creeps. From an animal fairy, she accidentally summons a hawk.
Someone's
And as everybody knows, hawks absolutely hate fairies. You can tell because on the DVD cover, Tinkerbell is seconds away from being slaughtered by one. And she's so happy. But all Tink's blunders begin to pile up, which leaves me asking, is this the case with every fairy? Are they only able to do the talent that they choose when they are first born? I have some issues with that premise. If I had to choose what I wanted to
Did you ever think Clarion was like chosen like as a government type fairy? And it only happens every 500 years.
force them to choose who they want
She's
to
like chosen to be in government.
see the world. Not that Tinkerbell
And she's being born of a lot of towards her star. That's why she's like star stuff.
through all of this chaos.
Yeah.
Christian is a little
Yeah, you would know that you're all
kinds of music box. Using her raw, natural talent for creation, Tinkerbell repairs the music box to her eavesdropping friends amazing. But Tinkerbell doesn't want to admit to any of her literally God-given tinkering skills because that would mean that all of this searching for a new talent was for nothing. She'd be a college student going back to her communications major after trying out pre-law.
Oh, that's what you're doing?
Okay. Sounds like he's a.
so experienced in that.
Friends see that that's ridiculous, and they also see her true knack for tinkering. So they decide to no longer help her try to change herself and leave Tink alone. Tinkerbell is the quintessential lost, troubled kid. To her, nothing is her problem. Nothing is her fault. She feels as if she plays the main character role, but has no agency, and that's just not true. She doesn't admit that maybe she might be the problem, because sometimes when you're in the middle of growth, you just can't see it yet. When all else fails, she turns to Vidya, her biggest op in the world, and begs for help.
Why is like
Lydia tried
why
her become a garden fairy, which back
why is the clan like fast flying fairies? You don't think they just type grass?
The thing is, right, like in the books,
this is the next level.
there's like way more like the fairies.
Terrorist attack.
Like in the movie, there's all like
Most
people
people
just
just
come
punch
around
people
like
or
straight
make fun of
stop
you for
line.
your parents getting divorced. The video really get to the next level. The Fizzles, of course, destroy all of the tools that the Tinker Fairies were making to help create spring, and everything is gone. The leaders of each season have a debate about how to move forward.
There must be something we can do. Certainly this hasn't happened before.
It has. You ever hear of Beyonce?
People down.
Yeah, this is a throwaway line, but it implies some pretty hefty stakes for all of these movies. If these fairies can't succeed in creating spring or the next season, or God forbid, these fairies die, there will be no more seasons. It'll just be perpetually
Bro, I'm so
whatever season it currently is. So
No,
humans
that's
can't
great.
have a winter without snow or way too
Good luck. Good luck.
climate change.
Oh, you're so close.
That's definitely nuts. You
You got a few more spots to
Can't
get.
remember where this stuff is anymore.
know,
That's water.
the third time she's met her. The second of which the things are not going well. But here, I see a moment of growth.
Think about water bottles in my toilet.
She wants up for mistakes.
You listen to the agent. I think it's
And what's the brain cells constantly?
Tinkerbell.
Tinkerbell realizes that she's been running away from herself this entire time. And to grow, to embrace
Fuck, do I have to leave to Asia? Fuck not.
wrong. And
Fuck, it's not a Moscow.
trying to change something different. For being about fairies,
Close to
Tinkerbell
Russia.
is a very human film. It's about trying to find
Is
yourself.
Russia Asia?
Misunderstanding what that
Yeah,
is.
it's like
Everybody talks about nostalgia.
It's like kind of Europe.
But it's rare that a film that skews this
Like Turkey.
talks about how much we suck at
Right.
that. We're poorly made. And we can't just be
I
fit.
feel like I don't
These
call
things
Russian
take
people Asian.
time,
Like, not
trial and error, and other
You're like East Russia.
It's at this point that Tinkerbell realizes she wants to return to tinkering, but on
Well, where-
the other fairies.
Where's my no, I'm sorry, I'm in Moscow. Where's Moscow?
More efficient way
Close to the
to
Europe.
spring.
It's
At this
like
point,
that.
Tink realizes that people
No, it's like Asian Russia.
Right.
but not when you're constantly
Just don't associate.
asking
Moscow.
us to fix you. Listen, it's a lesson.
I listened to that Michael Jackson song. That's like,
Balance does exist. in
how does it feel? Which is when I, how does it feel?
Maybe I should
How does it feel? No, no, no.
I love this scene, specifically because Tinkerbell gets angry the same way she does in the original Peter Pan, and the same way I do when people call me a micro-influencer.
Russian.
It's like an Asian Russia.
But same anyway. Bro, do you ever just like brain rot little Gemini?
Yeah.
That's this episode.
Tinkerbell rejoins her fellow Tinker Fairies after saving Spring. She understands that maybe she never will make it to the mainland, but that's okay, because she's now found comfort here in Sea Hollow. The mainland wouldn't automatically fix all of her problems and make her a better person. She needed to find that within, and by helping her community and innovating in her own special way by using trash to paint ladybugs or whatever, she's done just that. That said, this is a kids' movie, and it probably should have a happy ending. And for that to happen, the main character should get what she wants. This isn't some bittersweet, reflexive French New Wave ending, people. Come on, we gotta make that low budget back. So Queen Clarion grants
Oh, what's your
access to the mainland as the most whimsical song ever plays.
I want you to post some of this. Then when the song sucks.
Finally, Tink brings that music box that she repaired to a little girl. Who is that little girl?
It's Wendy.
What is it?
It's Wendy from the movie.
Should've watched it in the movie.
Upset about this, but I gotta be real. I kind of forgot that Tinkerbell was a part of Peter Pan at this point too, which says a lot about the unique voice of this girl. Tinkerbell also gets a wand, despite her never having a wand in the original film or in any of the other movies in this series that are direct sequels to this one.
So that's cool. Perhaps this film was not intended to be a prequel about Tinkerbell from Peter Pan, but about Tinkerbell from the mascot of Disneyland. She has a wand there. So maybe that's what it is. Otherwise, I have no idea. It's just weird. It's just weird. Magic wand or not, Tinkerbell has now not only changed herself for the better, but told Fairy Society that she is here to stay, even if she does have some more growing up to do. Oh, so that was the first Tinkerbell film. Let's change the background. So that was the first Tinkerbell film. How are you guys feeling? Feeling great. It's been a while. I have a beard now. I moved. I'm in a new location. You thought I wasn't even going to mention it. So much has changed since my last video. I even have a second star.
Bruh, nobody in Asia or Russia want to find circuses.
Things that I found.
Fuck, I'm going back to fuck. Like, bro, go back to the States. What the fuck off? What the fuck around, bro?
Mine forever. So I never watched the Tinkerbell.
Fuck the States. I never want to go back there.
Some sort of understanding of them and their characters due to their massive popularity.
You know what's crazy is that
The Tinkerbell cinematic universe.
it is still massive.
Even as an adult, every girl that I'm friends with has some sort of memory of loving these movies, or at the very least, watching them. The character was a
Should we
huge
wait?
part
Let's
of my
chicken
childhood,
nuggets, bro.
from the original Peter Pan to being the mascot.
Yeah.
Character from
It's
Disney.
it's in the cover.
Thing that played before the greatest.
And there's like some bullshit in the freezer. Oh, it'll make some potato jam, bro. Yeah, I do. From Aldi. Remember we went to Aldi? Bro, I should go to Aldi. I can buy some. To Aldi. Yeah, I need to buy nuts for Christmas presents. Yeah, because I'm doing like roast nuts at work.
Just parading.
Then you should put syrup. I feel like this has that you guys don't remember. Maybe more meat. I don't know. I have a lot of legs, but I might be able to chicken breast. I saw a video about him. No, he's at Disney.
Oh.
He's free. I just made it. But that's right. Fuck, no one was in Los Angeles. I fucking flew there for no reason. Fucking
Slop. Instantly forget. But the Tinkerbell franchise lives on.
I might not have any, but I know I have to say it. So it's that.
You watched all of them.
I know the schnitzel on the bottom
is that they're actually because there must be
there's potato jumps, right?
Yeah. Still,
I mean, I have hot dogs. Who do hot dogs?
very fair. And these 6 directed
Well, I don't have nuggets, so let's have to buy nuggets.
films are shockingly profound and intentionally full of themes about what it means to grow up. Also, yes, these films are loosely based.
Yeah, it's chicken legs.
Comments about
We don't like chicken schnitzel in the freezer.
So obviously there are like a million other Casey Hollows in it.
Fine.
I did a job with this parking video. There was a short one in
I was like, I don't know if potato jams is enough food, you know what I mean?
there's same material.
Yeah. But if we just do like one schnitzel, it's in the bottom of the meat.
Yeah. Now I reviewed the first short.
Oh, and then I could put. Oh, I could put. Jacob, I had like the sauce that goes on the pizza, and then I have shredded cheese. That could be big. Like a Barbie style.
Marketed, it felt like
Rivers have been in the freezer for 3 months because she don't remember that she buys food.
now and
So,
it was something like but with the pizza. That from this video, but I would like to point on my second camera.
So it's not charming
To get more
Bro, fuck this game. Fuck this game.
I'm gonna hear this video.
I don't remember, guys. And I just have loose brain cells.
And now we are 1 movie down with 7 more to go. So let's talk about the team and what they have to say being alive.
What the Tinker movies have to say about being alive?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't even use Thomas. You got Gustav and Walter and Franz.
This is the title song.
Of forgiveness. It centers
The
on
Lost Treasure.
Tinkerbell.
Yeah, yeah.
The previous film.
It's the fall themed one.
He's a dust eater fairy.
Going back to a show.
Which is a large tree and is bossed around like very
Oh
Gary.
yeah, Terrence is like the main character with friends. I love Robert there. I was like, oh,
Fairy and a fairy character. Yes, they are in like begins like almost all of his films with what I like to call very fun games. Essentially, we get to see all of the fairies have
whoa.
fun
That shit's yum.
audience.
It tastes like 7-Eleven slush.
Yeah, it's passion.
If you don't know this, it's probably gonna like blue eyes for some words. It's a chocolate.
He is in the process of making a vote for Terrence and the rest of the Dust Keeper fairies so they can
See, I was thinking like, oh, I should do like a 14, but like I'm doing way too much. That's very But I remember like, I don't know why my homies made that one Tinkerbell song. I think it's so pretty.
But the two laugh it off as sparks fly.
The other one was like, oh,
Tension.
Oh, this guy's like a Tyler the Creator poster.
no, it does. It's like the album.
Average Tyler the Creator thing.
For real.
Alright. Alright, chat.
What's your Tyler fan?
Yeah, we'll do it.
Guys, there any Tyler friends in the chat? If so, name your favorite Tyler the Creator moment.
That said,
Mine is when he was like, do I look like him? Wait, I fucked the angle. What's your favorite Tyler moment, guys?
strongest love triangle. Like
Favorite Tyler moment?
Team Terrence, if they didn't have to.
Favorite Tyler?
Pink?
I've been sick with this pregnant bitch over the 3 seasons.
What?
Yeah, you should.
In a song?
Yeah.
Tink is called in.
No, what the fuck, you can't say that. Did he know you can't say that? Wow, this is another character in the game that's like twice.
Tinkerbell
Actually, his smiling friends don't nice friends.
What? Like as himself?
Yeah, in some points, like, it's like, there's still not. And then he dies.
Ultimately collapse will create the dust. As I realized that a lot of
Yeah, you're doing it, guys.
it's not that complicated.
But that makes me
If you forget the lore, it's okay. You can just forget it because it's kind of like Monopoly. The rules are different every time. That's how Monopoly
makes me want to run around and see you play this game.
Tink's
You know what I'm
assistant
saying?
creating this sector. This is when things go sour for these two, as after spending hours together, they start to piss each other off. More specifically, Terrence pisses Tinkerbell off. He nitpicks her every move, wakes her up early every morning, and if you thought it was annoying hearing me explain that lore, imagine how bad it is when Terrence mansplains the blue moon to Tinkerbell.
Now remember, to get the most blue pixie dust, you can maximize the moonstone's exposed surface area.
And all of this culminates to reveal Tinkerbell's biggest character trait in this film, her anger. This is really unique to these movies, since I feel like a lot of women protagonists in children's films aren't usually allowed to have a tongue. Here, Tinkerbell acts the way a little kid might actually act. Her emotions rule a lot of her decision making.
Oh, actually, this reminds me. I was at BW at like on Brooklyn to shop the drive, and we're buying for like one of my friend's nephews who's like 5 or something, right?
But then,
And then we're looking at these like VTech cards, so they're like these cards, but they have like buttons and stuff, so you like press them and they like say things like this Mickey Mouse helicopter. He's like, actually, just a second helicopter made like helicopter noises.
Yeah.
And I was thinking this race car, I open it, but it's like sometimes I have to be alone. She's like, I get overwhelmed. And I'm like, you're a race car, what the hell?
Yeah.
I'm missing myself. I was
dismisses it, leading.
like, this car's broken. It's got tickets or something, I don't know. Why is the car emotionally mature? That's crazy.
The scepter they spent so long on reigns, and Tink with a similar decision as the previous film. Should she own up to her mistakes, or should she throw the blame elsewhere? Well, because we're less than halfway through a 70-minute film, she does.
It's too hot to do anything, but I should do stuff. Bro, if you got locked in during my stream, they might not have a bad ending, you know what I mean? Like, I'm saying,
The two have gotten on characters for
Jacob, you know what I'm saying?
and Terrence. This is, by the way,
What the consequence should be if they doesn't want me to go to
so
your
far here at 10 minutes of
You know, it's hot here too, and I'm locked on fucking shit where you can't do. I'm playing this godforsaken game for 2 hours, bro. I think you can do your chores, you know?
And
Stop the deep. Go sell whatever bullshit shenanigans you keep selling. Just fucking get it done.
lashing out at Terrence. Tink throws a tantrum, turning the once fixable problem into one a lot less fixable. All that said, I think Tink's reaction is pretty in character, especially in regards to the original team. All of the thoughts
I'm sure.
stems from Tink's inability to properly convey emotions in a mature way, burning bridges throughout.
It's also look chat, like dead ass, like
where I think Tinkerbell films
let's have a celebration party. 3:30, we go to my pool. If you know where I live, shut up, Jacob. It's funny that you're smiling because this will actually happen. At 3:30, everyone pull up. We're going to the pool. I got super duper. I don't know where they are, but then you go to 3:30.
There's something in the freezer.
Yeah, but I have more. I have more. And then in my
kind of shows that it's okay to be angry sometimes. Just now. It's really
I got it. So I'm waiting for the boss for Tokyo.
Yeah.
And I gotta get one in town, Rio.
Safer to the very people. A classic mishap.
What do you reckon? Do you reckon it's gonna be like 3 hours?
Breaking news to Farrah. The one got
Like what, 3 hours?
she runs into her at the very
So they got 20%. Like,
when she boarded the flies, I think. I
or the 25 minutes.
courage to tell her what she's done. But she's
Just
still
the fabulous
there
girl.
was a
Change your
relevant play that go on at this very moment. That would be great.
1 second. Let's skip this. Maybe I can actually work in plus.
Precious cute.
Yeah.
Tinkerbell must watch this here. Luckily, the musical
Been watching
has
those?
done everything
Yeah,
there is to
watching
know about this treasure. It also tells you exactly how to get there.
You will find happiness and an arch of stone.
For the amount of wars, as makes you want to go shop at Aldi.
Sorry, ads on this video.
Bro, he's monetizing the fuck out of this right now. It's crazy.
Usually, I promise Vegas.
Maxwell Green, 70,000 subscribers.
Well, I wouldn't say it's hidden. It's pretty explicit how to get there. Also, let's talk about this weird bald rat. It's years.
There's a talk coming. The Council of Lesbians will be hearing about what you said about Silverman's.
But this still just take a shit out.
Silverman's personality trait is being a gay awakening.
It's simple stuff. But can I just say that the mirror only ever being able to grant wishes across all of the people? If
You were just saying stuff about Silverman's.
Let's see like rate it.
I can't remember what you said.
and it's saying
It was like Silverman's no personality. Tell me your personality trait in the comments. Alright, you're already there. It's already there.
and then which bigger balls to go because bigger dick. I think that's
She bitch. He said it was just something trying to say.
she's ever got. Doesn't have us to get there. She must face her greatest fear.
Chat, what are you doing at 3:30 deadass? Call me right now in the comments.
Now there's something that I need to talk to you about.
Chat, what are you doing at 3:30 p.m.?
More like Tinkerbell.
And it better be going to my house.
We sure know.
This is not.
That's a good stage name, I feel.
Especially
We sure know.
Yeah, I like just that.
We're important.
True friend wouldn't ask me to break the rules.
Well, then I guess we're not true
The
friends.
two
What, Tinkerbell?
says they each, specifically, can't bring themselves to apologize to each other. And in ways, they both love each other. While I've mostly highlighted how Tinkerbell was into Terrence, he was also very clearly pushing her boundaries and getting way up in her personal space. While Tinkerbell could have done a better job of expressing her anger, Terrence still didn't read the room. The two need couples there. There's that very decent rehab from all that
I
pixel.
like this movie's very much like shit stuff and then like things never addresses.
He takes up a big ass hot for to venture out in. Wow, we're pretty much halfway through this movie at this point. It seems like a little late for Frodo to leaving the Shire. All of that said, liked the first act of this film. As weird and overly fleshed out as it was. This is about
Yeah, second movie's like good. It's like the fourth one better, and then this is the sixth one. It's kind of like this off. You know what I mean?
That's boy. And she's up. When she goes to grab a snack after
What's your favorite thing wrong with it?
she's greeted by this little fatty.
Sure, what's your favorite?
And he's probably my favorite character in any of these films. His name is Blaze, and he is precious, and I love him. It doesn't fuck with him because he messes all the shit up, it's all the food. But at the end of the day, he's just a cute little guy.
I'm on a very important mission. I have 2 days to find the magic mirror and wish
So does he not speak English?
If Yoda was just a weird little creature and he didn't counter it like a few minutes later with all this wisdom and power, like if he was just a little freak, but take that Blaze out of their cause.
Still feel like the middle of the movie, you know what I mean?
Kill himself. Kill himself. Eventually, he comes around, and Blade's here to stay. Where are my Blade?
No, you can't speak English.
As far as Disney and
Can't feel what the
so
fuck.
that's pretty run of the mill. But I would
It's like a walker.
that's his angels. You know, the Frodo's journey is all intercut with the fairies preparing for the autumn festival, which I really like. If I had to have a major
Why do people make videos like this? That's what I'm wondering. Like, did he like a Tinkerbell fan, or did he just like?
Well, if he hates Silver Mist, then and he
Scary, but he just
bubbles,
which is a man.
yeah, but no, but then he also was like, oh, there's no bell noise. If he's saying that,
I'll try to too, not just
he's doing it for the money drop.
It's getting dark out, so Blaze and Tinkerbell decide to check in for the night. Tink tells Blaze that she'll take the
I
most
feel like I get Tokyo soon.
implies that she's expecting Blaze to steer the hot air balloon and watch for
They're gonna try to it's been like half an hour. We could still freeze it.
I love, of course, this.
We don't want to hold on my
tree. Wow, she trusts Blaze. He's a bug. You should see from Blaze as a functional character in this Tinkerbell, she's not done this right to think Blaze could do anything. This little bug.
It's one of these to go around the
Tinkerbell's balloon was flown away from her, and as she flies looking for where it possibly could have gone, she crashes into a third tree. There's gotta be like other things that Tinkerbell could track.
Oh, it's cool from your boss. Your boss, bro. I don't know how, but I know every time when the boss is coming. You know what I mean?
Remember shouting.
I'm always like, I feel like the boss should be coming soon. And then the next time's always from boss.
When she wakes up,
Let's go to your boss.
that didn't hurt her. She's stranded.
Bro, she's so like Asian code, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's just like offensive.
With all of the nearby bugs.
Why she get like, every other country's like, I'm sewing. I'm just in that. I'm in that Asian
you can see this is Tokyo, and you can see Mount Fuji.
No, but why she's in the Asian poses, bro?
I love art style.
She's so Asian. It's like actually. Yeah, she's like.
Look to them. I really do like it. The insects find the stone.
What if this like scribble fucking text they got
Musical that Tinkerbell saw. Tinkerbell realizes though that she's gonna have to walk to the stone because she's run out of pixie dust. She
only she had pixie dust hair.
Is long enough. She thanks the little buggies for that.
See, what's her hair different to what her just was?
With an owl. That's
So
a
she is.
She blamed me for breaking the scepter. Take.
This movie
It's like sad.
Taking her journey, she's been drenched in water. Pixie dust and Judith Blaze's dumbass not steering the fucking hot air balloon. At the stone park, she encounters these two trolls standing in the way.
It'd be illegal to have this many.
Gee, good. Extra good.
Get 35 minutes for the
Bro, I know one of my like coworkers like their YouTube channel. It makes me hella income. There's like so many subscribers.
You should stay friends.
Talking now. And where that line from? Say the magic words. I'm sorry.
Tinkerbell, the self-reflective girl that she's become, realizes that these two trolls have a healthy relationship. Being close to somebody means that inevitably you have the ability to hurt them. These trolls just get into arguments and still make sweet, sweet love.
What?
Do you feel it?
I'm sorry, that joke is very deviant reference to already exists. I mean, well, the is admittedly a little over-explained to the audience. I still think it's nice that these movies have such solid themes. It's a reminder that content for kids can be a little spoon-fed to them. That's a term that was invented for babies, after all. Tinkerbell sweatily climbs through these two missing trolls and reaches her final destination. Inside, she finds a magic mirror which holds one final wish. And of course, she accidentally wastes it by cursing out Blaze. I already hate that wish gotcha trope as it is, but this is a whole other level of shit. Why she gotta blame the little bug though? What the fuck did he do?
Chance! All your fault!
So this time, after abusing Blaze for the 50th time, she realizes she needs to take accountability. She apologizes to Blaze, laments over her poor decisions that came to unkindness throughout the film. She wishes that Terrence was with her, and she's shocked when Terrence has got close right behind her.
I miss you so much.
Miss you too. Kind of weird, but this is here, I guess. So the Stalkers have magic. Can he just telepathically tell Tinkerbell hey, I'm on my way, by the way. You might say that that's against the magic rules, but I don't know if those rules being established. It's also weird that when Jane specifically asked for space, Terrence's first thought was, I should go to her. But I guess it worked, so I can't really blame him for this one. I still think it's weird, though, to are chased by rats out of the ship, and Tinkerbell uses places as fast to make shadow puppets. You're gone. And he likes it. Puppet freak. Why does he like it so much? Tink still has a lot to do, however, as her journey ultimately did not solve any of her problems. She was on a journey to fix that sector, and it feels like she just forgot something that you think he doesn't need. How will the other member be convinced? These are things that I, as an adult, give. Well, Tink's got an ace up her sleeve. The help of her close, good, platonic friend, Terrence. Not like a dainty ass chandelier, she's at her gas, terror.
Where am I for space? Before.
It absolutely drenches the barrels and thinks the best and saves the day. All's well that ends well with Pixie Hollow. Good job, Tinkerbell and Terrence. Yes, Blaze. Actually, this probably has the best arc for Tinkerbell in the movies.
Did you burn it?
Flaw. Has to overcome it to succeed in it.
Why did she survive without too fast?
Relatable conflict.
I don't know. I got free on Facebook.
Some adults need to learn this shit too. You can't just parade around life like Tinkerbell in this movie. Wheels get cut this up.
Can you put tomato paste from the fridge on it and then put cheese on it?
From there,
and then cut it out?
it's about growing yourself.
Barbie, bruh.
Or the
And that's potato jam. Oh, I haven't even leave the sauce off.
to plain. It's so much. It's a big
The
part.
left side. Your left is left.
And this
Middle
movie is a good reminder that if everyone is the enemy, maybe you're your liars. Oh, look, there's my man. Jesus. Oh, okay. Hi, this is day 2 of filming. Mustache. People didn't recognize me with the beard. I don't know if they with the mustache.
Is there that film? It keeps changing looks and background and shit.
Like an entire year to make, so
It's like a year already. He's on the third movie. That's 6 movies. I'm confusing.
So Tinkerbell Military Rescue is about a break. As simple as
So why?
important lessons that these films have to offer, especially considering the main demographic of young children. Because let's face it, young children.
You're young children, but then you have a picture of young
I
children.
once saw a child shove an entire stick of butter down his mouth. And if that's not problematic, I don't know what is. So a movie where kids can actually see that everyone hates you if you act like a piece of shit is great. The film begins at the beginning of summer in the real world. Notably, the only film not to take place in Pixie Hollow, Tinkerbell is guided by Terrence and rather confused about the whole setup, despite this
No,
not being her first time in
It's
the
like
room.
called Within Neverland. I don't think it was.
Jesus, Tinkerbell, how are you not caught?
No, it's Tinkerbell and the Cyrus Fairy.
It's about Tinkerbell.
I mean, most of the movies in Neverland.
One more
Yeah.
rest of the series, and then never again.
Hold it
And
up.
I feel like she's always a total noob to the fairy world, despite her having now been a part of it for 2 weeks. Again, it's an easy way to introduce information to the viewer, especially because Tinkerbell is the main character, and you see the from the perspective. These films aren't necessarily serialized, like you can just hop in at any of them, but it does make her seem like she hasn't been listening in any of these movies.
See, you can't get it out here in the open. You need to stay there for the
That said, we do learn a new piece of fairy lore here. Humans are not to be messed with in this world, because who knows what would happen if we found out all of the things that fairies actually do for us. There would be crises of faith everywhere, because what if your god turned out to be a yellow-dressed fairy, voiced by Raymond Simone? I'll tell you, church will be
Get
a little longer when an alarm goes off, alerting the fairies that humans are nearby. The two main fairies in these films are a little girl, Lizzie, and her father, Dr. Griffiths. The two notice a butterfly, asymmetrical things, and been painted by the fairies.
Just like fairies inside the speaker.
And unlike a normal family, like teaching the Scott imagination, dreams can be.
There's a question.
Ronnie sauce is evidence.
Or like something touching upon the side.
Which is what's the funniest thing you can mention? So it's all right now. This film takes place in the outside.
Right, put on the circle tray, so I don't fucking hate that shit.
And
Put the food on the circly tray, so I don't like it. You know what I mean?
human little girl, Liz, is an interesting character.
And then I'm online.
It's the primary audience of these movies.
I mean, online.
Girls who love. I can't really speak to how accurate she is. Being a grown man in his 20s, watching these movies to review for his YouTube channel. So we don't have much in common. And I think it's nice and all. I've never been
Nail signs.
targeted toward the girls. I think it's very important for love that exists. That said, their storyline to develop in this film is easily the most boring part of this movie. One slot has some of the most fun action we've had. She's kind of just a parent. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just not super interesting for a film.
I can't really listen.
If you have such a fairies.
Tinkerbell is fascinated by the human's car, and she follows her curiosity. Behind her, though, attempting to keep her safe, is Vidya, who previously was Tinkerbell's biggest hawk. Vidya here is following a long-held tradition of children's media, anime, biblical texts of redemption. At this point, at the beginning of the film, however, Vidya still bullies Tink like all the time. Tinkerbell's just like chill with it now.
Exactly why Tinkers should come to the mainland.
I actually really like Vidya as a part of the main fairy gang. I think it's a really interesting aspect of these movies. She has a pretty compelling arc in this movie, and I find it rather realistic that she still has to have a cordial relationship with Tinkerbell, despite complaining hating her guts.
Maybe if you spent less time causing disasters, you wouldn't have to help everybody so much.
So Vidya and Tinkerbell are exploring near the humans' home. Sad Lizzie picks out a small house she's created from fairies. And of course, when Tinkerbell's dumbass stumbles in, she gets
Starting a crisis, I don't want to do her now, so it's not like a crisis.
And Lizzie keeps her prisoner. She wants to know more about fairies.
I like your wings. That's
That's fast part.
Over time, however, Tink slowly becomes more and more comfortable with her captor and strikes up a conversation with her.
You genuinely cool.
Seriously.
Which reminded me of the canon that Tinkerbell's voice sounds like a bell to humans. This, perhaps, was why she was named Tinkerbell to begin with, but I guess the writers thought that that was a little less interesting, so they used the Tinker part of her name and called it a day. Again, none of the other fairies have the type of fairy that they are in their name. Anyway, after a lot of painful dialogue between these two, which is entirely one-sided, by the way, because Lizzie hears Tinkerbell talking like the sound of the opening of a 7-Eleven door.
That's what you're saying.
Lizzie finally learns Tinkerbell's name.
Well, you
So you eat something, girl?
It's not
Jacob?
I know that at one point the word
You're gonna eat these? You're gonna make some hungry bugs? Fuck.
as a society, but I'm really funny that she just gets us that first try.
You eat rock?
Your name's Val.
Also, learn someone's occupation when immediately guesses that that's their name.
That was like sexual assault.
The middle age, not a people asking Smith is a black star. Is that your name? Accountant Larry? Hi,
Larry.
Whoa.
Did you burn it? Oh, that's
what it's like to be a
You
fairy.
didn't have some. Did you put the tomato on it and the chicken? You don't know.
Imply that the
Fuck, I
Earth
follow
isn't
videos.
explosive? Is this movie anti-science? I don't know how I feel about it. This movie also has our first real villain, which is a change of pace, considering that Tinkerbell was kind of her own villain in the previous two films. Here, the bad guy is Liz's dad, Dr. Griffiths. His name even sounds sinister, like a mad scientist or a shitty shoe salesman. He's an entomologist, which in this film means he has the carcasses of butterflies all around their home. This is a time bomb throughout the entire film. You wonder when he will see Tinkerbell and capture her for examination. That perverts. Most of his antagonistic traits, however, exist in the way that he parents Liz. He's constantly dismissing her, and worst of all, doesn't take an interest in her love of fairies. So cool. It's like this, it's on facts and scientific research. Okay. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that since this guy is the bad guy, and he's a scientist who believes in science over fantasy, I think this movie is anti-science. So that's no deny. I still don't really know.
What do you think, Jacob? He's like, I'm not. Yeah, you've seen Tinkerbell,
And it really
Not
affected
this one.
because he's
You
not.
haven't seen the third Tingle movie, The Great Fairy Rescue? You've definitely seen
There's
this one.
another
Yeah, I don't think you should.
realistic the ambiguity
Fuck, I think it's a big character than
for some. India has mixed feelings about Tinkerbell, and Lizzie has mixed feelings for her father. But at the end of the day, both of them long for a somewhat closer
Can't just give him a color.
No, it has to be the same color. But otherwise, it doesn't work.
Something that you don't.
And then if you like Tarzan, the wrong color, it's like you were an idiot.
As Lizzie befriends Tinkerbell, the two create a scientific journal to give to her dad, so that perhaps he will finally take their illusion seriously. Of course, to Lizzie, a scientific journal is a scrapbook with lots of construction paper and illustrations of how fairies work. But it's the thought that counts. Meanwhile, while Tinkerbell settles into Lizzie's house, the squad of fairy friends all band together to save her, thinking that she's in imminent danger, that she was kidnapped and all.
It's like the clock area.
I like that.
You never seen area?
No.
It's
Not
okay, so yeah, I forgot to mention, fairies can't fly in rain, their wings get too heavy when wet.
I've never seen area.
Matter unless somebody spills a Dasani in you. This is one of the best plot lines of the entire franchise. It's just so fun to see all of these different characters interact with each other to an extent we've never seen before. For example, in this film, we fully learn how much of a diva Rosetta is.
But you're a garden fairy. Ah, goodness.
And we get to, okay, well, Rosetta's the only character who really gets fleshed out here other than Vidya, but at least we get to see some fun-ass fairy shenanigans.
Thanks a lot. But you know what to do about garden fairy.
The movie is so fun and dynamic, and the titular parts of the movie. But we spend less than half of the time here. For most of the film, we're in Lizzie's bedroom, watching her color and shit.
Boring.
You go.
After Tink exposes the entirety of her secret society protected from humans to a human, Lizzie realizes she's been holding Tink captive, and since the rain has let up, she can fly home to her friends. And I dare you to explain that sentence to anyone over the age of 60. Jesus Christ. Tinkerbell is about to leave when she realizes that Lizzie's dad has been absolutely ignoring all of her fairy research. And so she stays, hoping to get Lizzie's dad to fucking talk to her.
Glad to see you.
This film does not completely make Tinkerbell a boring character. She still has this curious nature about her. She creates a device that stops all of the leaking in Lizzie's home. It's just like a side quest for her, and it's one of my favorite sequences in the entire film. But while she's fixing the leak, Tinkerbell notices the butterfly from earlier stuck in a jar. He makes the saddest face I've ever seen in my life, and Tinkerbell wakes up Lizzie to tell her about this travesty.
Did you sleep last night? Well, Actually, I didn't, but that doesn't matter.
Are they talking? Isn't he making cell sounds?
Yeah, I can understand her.
It's like nodding and pretending to understand someone who's speaking Mandarin. Like it's not helping anybody and probably just making everyone a lot angrier. Lizzie's dad, unoccupied by the leaks, is approached by Lizzie with scientific research. She sees that his prized butterfly is gone.
The aperture iris with the irregular wing. I was going to present it to the museum tonight. Oh, this was my pick up a
Why don't girl know on winter?
As Dr. Griffiths balls over his lost jar bug.
I was going to present it to the museum tonight. Now the butterfly is gone.
Dr. Griffiths wants Lizzie to be exactly like him. He wants to remove her whimsy. He wants her to grow up. He's a jaded adult trying to take away her innocence. One of the worst things you can do to a kid. The day that innocence is lost in a child, or as I like to call it, the day you pretend to be sick and stay home from school and end up watching Shrek is Love, Shrek is Life on your iPod Touch. It's a day that sticks with you for the rest of your life. Dr. Griffiths has power over Lizzie.
Very specific character.
Because of that, feels that he's smarter than himself.
I used to actually be sick in the
He knows the Dr. Griffiths in the grand scheme of things.
I never do that.
We close our eyes to things and see
Mr.
things.
Smart, some of that shit's fun. He's like the spy. He's like
The
the real
world
shit.
keeps changing.
What?
We'll never
Maxwell
really
Smart?
know everything. And for that
The
reason, I
cartoon.
find Dr. Griffiths to be such an interesting character.
I got
Because Lizzie's supposed to represent that audience. Dr. Griffiths represents he's a cautionary tale of becoming your dad.
No, it's like those old 60s shows
Sorry, Dad.
where there's this guy and he's
Make their way through
phones
the
and
tall
shit.
grass, inching closer to Tink.
You know what I mean?
But they still think
Where's
that
your
they're
hair,
barely
huh?
connected. He's probably
Yeah,
being
where's-
waterloaded as they speak.
Here's
All
the
the fairies
number
seem kind of
door.
unfazed by this imminent danger that Tinkerbell might be in, so they just sort of goof on her instead.
Okay, who am I? Oh,
And as they keep talking about their friend, Vidya is all torn up inside. In a moment of pure vulnerability, she lets everything out and admits that she's the reason that Tinkerbell was captured.
Getting trapped in
The other fairies reassure her that it's not her fault, and Vidya immediately just agrees with them, realizes that she's not to blame for anything.
hey, trust.
Pixie dust.
And Pixie.
I would be friends with those last.
Fastest arcs I've ever seen in a movie. It takes like 20 seconds for Vidya to just feel better. Man, I wish I could move on that fast from things. I'm still overthinking the way that I smiled at my neighbor this morning. I think he thinks I'm mischievous. Let's finally make it to Lizzie's house as Tinkerbell is trying to comfort the grounded little girl. Tink decides to help out her friend Lizzie by making her fly in the air to let off some steam. But she just ends up banging into a bunch of shit. And then she says, which, in my humble opinion, would have made for a way more interesting movie. The best parts of this film are when we see all of the fairies together, and mixed with Lizzie's love of fairies, there's actually the potential for a much better story here. This movie could have been much more interesting if they actually just made
Where you like the side-by-side view, like the first 2 minutes, something around to you now.
What?
Maybe like the side-by-side of you in the first 2 minutes of this run to you now.
It's like something I've heard from kids.
It's the same. I don't think.
As a fairy, it just gets old, especially in our age. Kids already pretend to be a fairy. Give them something else.
So it's not until I remember how undershooting
Again,
is.
is chased relentlessly by Mr. Twitches as Dr. Griffiths walks in on Lizzie flying in the air. What's going on here? Pressured by her intimidating and looming father, Lizzie admits to the creature she's been hiding all along, and he still doesn't believe her.
My family showed me how.
Oh, God. Goodness sake. Your make-believe family did this.
Oh, you just lost 2 seconds there, bro.
It's the nice.
I'm really physical.
But this is all make-believe.
No, they're real.
Dude, just lie. God, why are you such a dick? Tinkerbell shares this opinion with me and has the most valid crash out of all time when her dad throws away her scientific journal. I fucking get it. I fucking hate this guy. I hate. It's at this point where one of the most diabolical things happens in any of these movies. Dr. Griffiths is trying to capture Tinkerbell to experiment on her or whatever, and he almost does when Vidya pushes her out of the way and gets captured herself. Much like the fate of many amiibo, Lydia is put into a jar. Lizzie's dad drives her to the museum. The other fairies rally after getting Mr. Twitch's eyes spotlight.
Two in a row.
Film, we're terrified to even be looked at by humans. Let Lizzie fly all the way to London with them underneath her coat. This doesn't make sense to me for a lot of reasons. Part of the reason fairies carry pixie dust was because it wears off. Would the rain not wash Lizzie's pixie dust away? Well, aside, it's kind of antithetical to the original stakes of the movie, which is not to get noticed by humans. The fairies a couple of times have close encounters with humans and have to hide to remain out of their view. But the fairies are pretty gung-ho to trust a human after watching their friend get put into an airtight jar by their dad. Like, I know that Lizzie's chill. But Bobble doesn't know that. Anyway, Lizzie flies into the sky, terrorizing people left and right. But I've been a little negative about this movie because it's kind of the worst one out of all of them. But let me get back to my positive self and say that this is kind of a lovely scene.
Like the sixth one? The fifth one.
It goes mode for no reason. It's so good.
This is a new YouTube video that you're gonna have all the ready.
It's 2 months old.
It's your I don't know.
Big shout out to Joel McNeely. He scored all of these films, and he did not get to pop off this far, but he did. And for that,
Joel McNeely.
Bill almost died.
Guys, this is a shout out to Joe McNeely. If you're watching my stream, I'm so bad.
And breaks a fuse from within. And there's this intense ass music that makes you think that they're actually going to kill Tinkerbell off in this movie. Which kind of goes to show how much a score can affect the tone of a film. Like, could you imagine if they killed Tinkerbell with this? I can't believe for a second I was like, oh my god, she could die. In the film's climax, Dr. Griffiths and Lizzie face off on the steps of the museum right before he goes in to show off Vidya to his colleagues. Following suit with Vidya's redemption arc, he realizes the errors of his ways as soon as he sees his daughter flying through the sky. What I like about this movie is that it captures a weird feeling, the feeling of uncomfortable remorse for bad actions, realizing that this entire time you've been acting like a total asshole. Sometimes for people to change, they literally have to have their entire perspective of the world to change. Sometimes you gotta see your little kid hurtling at you through the sky. And it's for that reason that I feel like this is one of the more mature films in the series. It's about more serious things like familial disputes, differences in beliefs, and the fact that fairies lie about the Earth spinning on an axis.
That's what we wanted you to think.
That said, it's also one of the worst movies in this series. Half of this film is just watching this little girl's dad be cruel to her and dismiss her love of fairies. And yet, he gets comeuppance, and the film doesn't celebrate him as a character. He's not the hero. But it's still a hard watch. It's kind of dramatic for a kid's movie. It left me feeling kind of negative. The fairy gang is also constantly on the brink of death, either getting hit by a car or falling down a waterfall. And Lizzie's dilemma of her father not believing in fairies, it's so heartbreaking. For a movie that wants you to see yourself in the little girl on the screen, this little girl lives a pretty shit life. I don't have time. I have to find some way to deal with all this sleep. It's like if Harry Potter just lived with the Dursleys. That movie would suck dick during the day, however. This is a movie kindness. All of the conflict in this movie is the result of people withholding their feelings and acting like assholes. Cynthia gets Tinkerbell captured by letting her get stuck in the fairy house. Dr. Griffiths is cruel and dismissive of his daughter, resulting in her living a miserable life of agony. Whoa. Okay, it's not that bad, but I would hate it if this guy was mine. The main lesson to glean from this film is to show kindness for others, and I think that's a pretty good lesson. It's so true that it's almost basic and trite to say at this point, but we should show kindness to people, even if we think that they're annoying, and even if we think it's silly that they believe in fairies, because at the end of the day, it's a lot less harmful to believe in fairies than it is to belittle somebody who does. Is it a religious film? This feels like a religious film. I think you could just change Tinkerbell's name to Jesus, and when you have a hit screenplay about religion, my friends, mark my words, don't do that. We don't need that. Please. The Hollow Games is about showing up and trying. It's the first of two. Oh my god, I look like such a dad with this shirt on. Hold on, I have something that could actually make this work. Huh? God, I look like a narc. It's the first of two shorts canonically in the Pixie Hollow franchise, at least according to Wikipedia. The running time clocks in at about 22 minutes. It's interesting seeing these rather character and theme-driven films truncate themselves to a TV length, and I think this one does a pretty solid job. Okay, I'm taking off the sunglasses. My camera really hates autofocusing on a face with sunglasses. Sorry, the bit lasted 1 second. Pixie Hollow Games actually follows Rosetta, which is a real change. She's probably my favorite of all of the fairies, probably because she has the most personality and frankly the most jokes. The film begins with each planet fairies rallying together to join the Pixie Hollow Games, which is sort of like the Olympics, but because of the privileged life that Rosetta lives, she doesn't want to join the Pixie Hollow Games.
Starting to think I'm the only one who wants to be on the team. You are. Because we stink.
But this year, it's her turn. She must compete with Chloe, another garden fairy. Wait, who the fuck is Chloe? Okay, so Chloe is a new character in Pixie Hollow Games, and she's interesting to me for two reasons. The first is that in a world where all garden fairies have floral names, Ivy, Lilac, Rosetta, this bitch is named Chloe. Like, really? You couldn't think of another flower name? Fucking call her Venus Flytrap for all I care. Come on. The second reason that Chloe is so interesting to me is that she exists only in this film. An aspect that made my chronological viewing of these films a little annoying. These films hardly ever build on each other, and expecting a character's arc in one movie to be fully sustained in the next one is a futile game. And sometimes they introduce characters just to never be seen again. Like fucking Chloe. Anyway, Chloe is an earnest and eager fairy who wants nothing more than the respect of Rosetta and to win the Pixie Hollow Games. In all honesty, I understand why they never brought Chloe back, because in this film, she really only acts as a foil to Rosetta's cynical and lackadaisical spirits. This to me makes Chloe the less interesting of the two main protagonists, especially considering how flawed Rosetta is. Rosetta is just straight up mean in this one. It's kind of hilarious. Competing in the games are all of the fairies we've heard of, and a few we haven't. Most important of the new ones are the storm fairies. They're like weather fairies, which is honestly what I thought that Silver Mist and Iridessa technically were, but I guess I don't know shit about weather. And these guys are godlike, but to an extent, way more drastic than the other. You've seen Rosetta's the first game, which was toad racing, but Rosetta doesn't want to get onto the slimy, icky toad because she doesn't like things that make her uncomfortable. She complains constantly during the race, telling Chloe, due to Chloe's go-get-em spirit and the brazen heckling of every audience member, she powers through and starts to find community at the event. They finished in last place in toad racing, which I thought would eliminate them, but apparently it doesn't work like that. It's unclear how the games actually work and a little overly complicated, but that doesn't really matter because this is a really fun short to watch. Rosetta and Chloe start to do better as the games continue, and honestly, the games they play are really well animated. Kind of clever. They water ski with dragonflies, monkey ball, house polo, have teacup flying races, and this slime race, which is the last straw for Rosetta.
Chloe, I want to, but I just can't do it. I should emergencies left and right. Crisis alert.
What's wrong with me? That's wrong. So
Please, let's go. We all got Rio on the land.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go. Bird says bird. Ballerina, cappuccino, ballerina.
it's just London.
Always late.
Yeah, I'm in London, bro.
It's just London.
I'm in fucking London.
Big Ben, right?
We got Big Ben. We got the fucking.
It's French.
We got the fucking. We got the town. We got.
Doesn't just
That's it.
We got shop. We got the. Is that the bridge right there? It's got like two thingies. The bridge. London. Is that Parliament? Parliament House. They got two little towers on the left. I think it's like the bridge is not.
Rumble, the storm.
Like the British.
Maybe Barbie's in the way.
What's that bridge called, bro?
Grotesque.
So
London Bridge.
Yeah. Why is there a guy in the background standing like this? You know, it's not. It's just like a G.
I despise this fucker because of it. At first, I thought it was just bad writing. It's a little bit overdone, and I was on a goof on it.
Thanks
But
for food, bro.
there's something so effective about
You know what? You're perfect. You perfect dollars.
Rumble. Rumble. I don't know. I just buy that there's a storm fairy named Rumble, and he talks in the third person, and he sucks. I like it because I hate it. It's the same relationship I have with the creature from the Black Lagoon musical. I think it's bad, yeah, but there are moments, however fleeting, where I think it might be brilliant. And if you want to unsubscribe from my channel,
40 degrees and
I can't blame you.
Is Garden Berry should just stick to being pretty. That's what you're good at.
Anyway, that's my opinion on Rumble, if anyone asks. The final event is on the horizon, which is fairy kart racing, a video game that does not exist yet. But at this point in the film, Chloe and Rosetta's
Where's the
relationship
weather
is
cross
on
to
the
the
rocks.
20th?
Rosetta's resistance
So
to
we
begin.
go forward.
So, to make it up to Chloe, Rosetta sweeps up their carts with the help of Tinkerbell and the other.
How do you get in there?
The two go on
It's like $9
and
plus.
kill it in the race. They even make it over months.
Do you want some voice props?
No, I already go through.
That's fine.
No, 20 minutes.
I remember my first time going on a
Are you getting on another bus?
Chloe and Rosetta go for every single shortcut, getting their hands dirty along the way and showing that Rosetta
Yeah, so check out the mire.
giving it her all, doing the best she can. The two actually win the Pixie Hollow Games, despite Rendell trying to lightning them off the road. The Garden Fairies win, and all is well. Even Rendell gets his comeuppance, since his teammate fucks him over by getting out of the car before the finish line.
Rumble did. Teammates must finish together.
This represents how if you cheat, you suck and you should die. Rendell. I keep calling him Rendell. He has money right in front of him. I think this message is really practical and relatable to young kids. And I also think it's important because it's not necessarily taught. Kids are always told that they have to do work to succeed, but it's never really explained to them why. And as a child, it's kind of abstract. The idea that working hard, trying your best leads to success pretty often. Of course, that's not always how it goes. See the comment section of Coldplay's Fix You. But I think it's an important lesson for kids to learn nonetheless, and not in some weird Ronald Reagan pull yourself up by your bootstraps sort of way. This short film also notably has the song Down Deeper by Zendaya, which is Zendaya to wanting to hate. But I was wrong. It's kind of a bang. Look at this weird leg dance she does in the music video. It's amazing. At first, I felt like Pixie Hollow Games was a little too optimistic. Like, just when Rosetta starts trying, she immediately wins. That seems a little too easy for her, no? But what was I expecting? The movie to spit in my face and tell me to grow up and that I'm gonna die one day? No, it's a kid's movie. Hoping that they are one-to-one comparable to my life is like hoping Quentin Tarantino will write himself into a movie where he doesn't say a slur. It's just not gonna happen. Secret of the Wings is a film about racism. Oh no! It took 3 features and 1 television special, but now these fairies are finally getting to the hard-hitting societal topics.
Oh yes, the border crosser.
So time to be talking. Kind of.
That's so funny out of context.
Don't worry. From the immigration side and against it. Almost. King Clarion introduces this film and tells us of the winter fairies and how they are misunderstood by the warm fairies. They are forced into separate lands and they're not allowed to cross the border into each other's world. This is inconsistent with the previous films, but that's not really what this video is about. There are plenty of videos talking about the messy lore of the Tinkerbell films. It just feels worth mentioning. These movies are incredibly inconsistent with their lore and their rules, so you just kind of have to roll with it like a little kid. And honestly, out of the bad things a kid's movie can do, Having inconsistent lore is not the worst, but this video is about the themes of these movies, and honestly, this fairy racism doesn't surprise me. Fairies are an incredibly particular people, and honestly, I don't find it hard to believe that they are segregators. I mean, think about it. They didn't originally let Tinkerbell go to the mainland because of the type of fairy she was. Fairy fun and games commence as the Tinker Fairies are making baskets for the Winter Fairies. They need them so that they can pour snowflakes onto the mainland. This, of course, implies that clouds aren't shit, and it's just been a bunch of fairies the whole time. What's new? Wait, but what about the storm fairies? What's the fucking point of them? Why introduce a new guild of fairies just to immediately write them out? I thought they controlled the weather. Fawn and Tinkerbell go to the border, which is perfectly separated by a magical line, and Tink tries to cross.
Warm fairies are allowed in the winter woods. Just like winter fairies aren't allowed over here.
But alas, the fairies are ruled by fear and propaganda, and everyone agrees that the winter woods are off-limits. Offhandedly, Fawn mentions that this rule was created by the Lord of Winter, who, despite the name, is not the most metal drag queen you've ever seen. Vague winds of fear loom over them, but no one has a clear answer as to why immigration is forbidden. It's just the way things are. Tinkerbell, however, the corkfest that she is, doesn't want to abide by these societal shackles, so when taking bunnies across the border for winter with Fawn, she crosses, and it's beautiful, it's brisk, it's covered in billowed snow. Even
fill the ball.
How odd, but all of a sudden, Tink becomes
I guess I
snap.
Yeah, freezing.
Okay, now I'm going to be honest. This is where the interpretation that this film is about racism can sort of fall apart. Think about it. In Pixie Hollow, there is a genuine health concern when crossing the border, which really isn't the case in real life. Imagine if every time you crossed the Nepali border, the atmosphere sucked the air out of your lungs and floating your body. You'd probably tell people not to go to Nepal. But it's important to remember that this is a movie about fairies and not real life. Apparently, in real life, fairies don't bend.
Is it possible to get less than like $4?
Like, what's the real explanation?
Science.
The Great Fairy Rescue.
I think this is going on like I should have.
But as we gleaned from Pixie Hollow Games, when analyzing movies, it can be counterproductive to look for one-to-one comparisons to real life. Zootopia is a pretty solid movie about prejudice, but if it was an exact analogy, it would be implying that people of color are like lions and can kill people with their teeth, which is a lot more harmful than what the movie is actually trying to say. So rather than being pedantic,
Well, isn't it worse or yeah,
It's worse.
like it's always how it is. That's
let's ask, what does Kate's wings becoming frail represent? Well, it represents going out of your comfort zone. Sometimes when we do something that scares us or something that we're not used to,
5-star the default out to another.
the inherent risk
So they're real
drastic
process.
change. The
So
risk
every
we've had our entire
Every time I like play the game as a kid, she'd be like, "That's a shower bit."
There's this freaky bug that likes
Like, I fucking love it, bro. I love it.
What's with all of these freaky, deaky critters, man? The doctor says that Tinkerbell is fine, and much like most general practitioners, admits she doesn't really know what the fuck is wrong with Tinkerbell.
Well, it must have been the light reflecting off the snow. We should have never crossed the border. Winter's too cold for our warm fairy wings.
Listen, I don't know what it's like to be a doctor. I just sit on my floor and make YouTube videos all day. But at least give her a referral to a wig doctor or something. So the conservative and willfully ignorant fairies dismiss Kate's curiosity, and her friends even laugh at her and call her crazy.
Winter woods was cold. You know, I'm a doctor.
Her fake-ass friends don't even indulge this and leave her to figure this out for herself. They are so set in their ways, conditioned by society to disregard any breaking of the status quo. I'm going to say it. Pixie Hollow is fascist, quick to reject change and led by a dictator who wears a leaf as a dress. But Tinkerbell is built different. She's the Karl Marx of the fairies. Okay, this fascist metaphor is kind of getting away from me, but you see what I mean? Tinkerbell wants to change, to grow, and to learn new things. She is the unblemished hope of humanity, yearning for knowledge in a world of ignorance. She's you, dear viewer, embracing earnestness in a world of cynicism. Everyone thinks that hack James Gunn brought back the earnest superhero, but really, Tinkerbell is that all along. Blaze is her crypto, Vidya is her Lex Luthor, but with a cunty dress, and her Lois Lane is Terrence, maybe? I don't know. There's a million.
And
I don't buy a single one. These two trolls are my OTP. Do people still say that online? Tinkerbell goes to the library to research this weird occurrence with her wings, and even the creatures living among them are destroying evidence.
Thanks a lot.
Is he just a caterpillar, or is he the fucking deep state, man? That worm is a fascist. I just can't prove it yet. The library brings very few results for Tinkerbell because this book-burning worm eats most of the page she needed to read about sparkling wings. So Tink goes to the librarian, this Belkin, and asks if he knows him. He reveals he doesn't, but there's a man who does, and he's named the Keeper. The Keeper does.
The keeper? Who's the keeper?
He is the keeper of all fairy knowledge. He's sort of like the giver, but royalty-free, and doesn't reveal that Pixie Hollow is secretly killing babies. So it turns out that the keeper is a winter fairy, so Tinkerbell cannot see him. Unless she tinks. Man, cue that montage. It's not direct to DVD enough if it's not full of shitty montages. This time she's making winter clothes that keep her wings warm. She sneaks into one of those snowflake baskets and makes her way to the winter woods, flown by a snow owl, but not before making Plank and Bobble accomplices in her illegal immigration.
I'm going to the winter woods.
Winter woods are such a nice change of scenery in these films, which typically alternate between like three settings. There's grass, beach, house. So seeing these shades of blue and white in these films is not really refreshing. It also gives this film such a unique visual language. When Tinkerbell is outside of her comfort zone, it's always gorgeously accompanied by this vibrant and exotic scenery. After catching a glimpse of the long-haired and foxy Lord of Winter named Lord Mallory, Tinkerbell finds herself in the lair of the Keeper. The Keeper is one of my favorite characters in any of these movies, and mostly because he's just so fucking weird. This dopey little old man named Dewey, and he has this voice that sounds like he's about to do a really offensive Italian accent, but then walks by a bunch of buff Italian dudes and has to tone it back a little bit. And for some reason, despite me not being able to place it, this is the most delightful accent in any of these movies. I fully buy that an old man fairy would talk like this, and I love every second that he speaks. Like, was the voice actor going for a Midwestern Mario? That's what he sounds like.
I'll be at his uncle.
When Tinkerbell sneaks into Dewey's house, she hears the voice of another girl, also talking about her glowing wings. How odd. All of a sudden, Tink's wings are glowing too. This is Periwinkle, Tinkerbell's long-lost twin sister, who is also a frost fairy.
I've written about the sparkling, but I've never seen sparkling with all.
The Keeper, Dewey, explains to Tinkerbell and Periwinkle that both of them were born out of the same baby's lap. There's just so many babies in real life, you know? Like, I feel like overpopulation would be an issue. And now you're telling me there are twins? Unfortunately, the wind separated the two girls, and then society's stringent rules kept them from ever finding out about each other. And because Tinkerbell is now
Change Charles,
Winterland, relationships passing on Winterland, fugitive. Passing
Hey, sisters.
fugitive. They have to keep their relationship as secret as possible.
Well, and yet it's Lord
I don't even want to know what happened.
So I think Rio in the land. You think it's gonna be curious?
Ventured in
Or
the woods. I guess Tinkerbell's aura is that.
Last time we got city was like 24 minutes ago. We're going soon, Charlie.
To me,
Did you ever unlock it yet? We haven't got the...
So the thing is, right, you unlock it as soon as you do the boss of one. Like, as soon as you do one, you unlock Rio, but you unlock the boss.
Question: do any of these characters have something to do with this change?
So I don't have the real boss. But didn't we just do the one boss?
In this change toward Mallory, the character so staunchly
Oh, yeah, just one.
Yeah, you did it 24
he
minutes.
represents those in power, stripping citizens of their rights to live freely in the world. Lord Mallory
But the Milan boss will probably have the credits, so you might have to do it.
why
Same
created this law because a
Well, no,
war fairy was meet to him one
The
time.
Just
Milan...
press them as like when I get Milan.
Yeah, well... No, when you get Milan, click it, but then once the credits go, then you finish it.
While she visits.
Yeah.
But does the credits count for the run?
No, like that's like the final one. So you press.
It's what my friends
I
call
don't know. I'm gonna set it up.
Another
Because
month.
nothing credits card is part of the there's like some
Forget how
backstory of
movies are typically paced.
Yeah, no, so as soon as the credits show up,
Yeah.
the run's over.
Probably better
Oh,
for attention spans of the kids
Okay.
watching.
So I'm gonna do I'm gonna get the real boss, so I'm gonna press Rio.
Every year,
And then the Milan boss, and press Milan. And then once, as soon as the credits show up,
allegations
it shows the timer today.
Periwinkle and
Sorry,
Tinkerbell
that's
are
all right.
great friends as they yap, tell each other stories about their lives, alluding to some of the previous films.
Terrence barely escaped the pirate ship. Is he your boyfriend?
Damn, Terrence, get fucked. There's a song and sisters that plays during the scene.
Sorry, this song. Okay, so
Best thing.
bro, that's part. I love the McLean Sister song.
Different perspectives.
They didn't mention that there was like Demi Lovato.
Oh, unskippable.
San Pellegrino, bring your best. Honestly, the biggest shock of this film is that there's more McLean sisters than just China Ann. Itself, there are three. We need a character with like 2 lines voiced by Debbie Ryan. We need a character with like 2 lines voiced by Debbie Ryan. We do? It's this one. This is the
Ryan.
character of Debbie Ryan.
She's I know they're gonna do so Jesse.
Shooting.
Yeah.
Station by Fire. As Tink talks about the seasons that Periwinkle may never see. But Tink's persistence doesn't end just herself, as she decides that she will get Periwinkle over the wars, creates this janky-ass ice
So that's what you do.
with her friends, and brings
Like, what happens when you finish the game? Do you unlock? Is it not a mission stuff?
supportive,
there's
except
still
for
missions.
who's very upset that Tinker
Why do you know that you haven't unlocked the Rio boss?
won't shut the fuck up
You
about
haven't gone to Rio.
social.
Because it has like a longer dialogue thing, which just stands there for 5 minutes. And then people
And I'm saying, like, yeah, so when's the last time you flew to Rio?
I have this really fine.
Or what if there's a client there? Yeah, check.
It doesn't matter. It's just going everywhere. So I'm just going the closest person. Because once the boss shows up, it like makes you go to Rio.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. It's like we should go to Rio, my friends.
Why didn't you point that out? The lack of governmental support for immigration. This means Periwinkle is gonna die. This movie is about how segregation often puts people in more dangerous situations than they were in before, and that judging someone based off of something they were born into is incredibly harmful. It's also about how, like, it's harder to cool off from getting too hot than it is to warm up from being too cold. Like, you can only get so naked, right? You can put on as many layers as you want to be warm in the snow. So this is certainly an intended theme of this film, and I'm really glad it's being talked about in cinema. This is a soapbox I've been standing on alone for way too long. I also just can't get over
I'm watching it.
you go on a trail that say turn back around once you drink half of your
What's
water
that noise?
so that you don't get dehydrated and die.
The chat.
Think of
Hi,
that.
Josh. Is it still going? I'm playing a game back.
Reading
Yes, it's still going. We're just talking about that hopefully soon we're gonna get the boss for Rio. And then after Rio, we're gonna go to Milan. And then we're gonna see credits.
Lord Glory.
And we're watching a video essay about
This is not good.
Tinkerbell and we're up to the 4th movie. So we've been playing this for quite a while. We're up to the 4th Tinkerbell movie explanation.
Playing this for quite some time.
It's been for quite some time. But yeah.
It's 6.5 hours.
Sisters are now destined for awkward talks.
What's Disney Princess Remember from like 2:30?
Fun and games.
Yeah, there's two fun lines.
Yeah, it's quite a
And
long.
the sadness of knowing a world
Yeah.
that you can never return to.
Beautiful. This is, I know this is the only hand so far where the nail polish has been blue by Tinkerbell. Did y'all notice that? Did y'all pick them up?
That crossing
Yeah.
is actually good.
But you're crazy.
And I just need to be careful. But
Yeah,
no, Periwinkle almost just fucking died.
Bro, you ever told the homies that like we're once we get to college, yeah,
The movie kind of thinks
they're gonna get
fine as long as there is strict and enforced regulation. In other words,
By the way, it's been playing even like fucking that's like 2 days.
Yeah,
close to harrowing time to be watching this movie.
I'm close to penguin. People always like, yo, send me a DM about that. Be like, why are you talking about this?
I feel like I
Right now, actually, guys, The plug from Penguin. Like new Club Penguin, there's a Monster University party on right now. And there's also like a Zootopia too. Like if you put in the code, you get like a Zootopia card. I haven't done that yet. I haven't logged into my account because there's an issue where it doesn't say your password and I don't know my
falls
password.
into the river and just starts churning out snow. And the world becomes this infinite snowland, throwing everything off of its rhythm, including the pixie dust tree.
We must hope the tree survives the trees. Otherwise, there will be no more pixie dust.
Before anyone realizes this travesty, Queen Clarion and Lord Mallory tell Tinkerbell and Periwinkle why anti-immigration laws exist in Pixie Hollow.
Two fairies met and fell in love.
This is what the book's about.
Away, for which there is no cure.
Two stories I've done
It
long.
was definitely dead, right? That isn't that subtle. I saw those buckeyes. Population begins to freeze over. Tinkerbell remembers something that Periwinkle told her, that frost can actually protect living plants. So she flies over to the winter woods, damaging living.
Bro, you know how expensive? We should do like a cost analysis of how expensive this would be because every flight is first class. And sometimes I go and it's like, oh, I didn't need to go to that country. There's no one there. I was like an accident.
To the other side of
Can we talk about that when I fly from like
Why don't you fly to a country and then get the thing on the plane or they like at the airport?
But I think the funniest one is that because we haven't so much the dialogue, one of my favorite bits sort of like this lady, the car got water on her. We have to fix your outfit. I'm like, it's been 3 days. Barbie, like you've been traveling for 3 fucking days. Be for real. It's so
create something unique, something beautiful. And that is what America is.
So I feel like everyone Tokyo is this
It's
thing now for
unfortunate that there are such powerful people trying to take that away. It's homogenized into one large frozen world, making everyone realize that maybe the winter fairies aren't as bad as they had thought. Fingers or anything. But this entire situation was 100% Lord Mallory's edgy ass's fault. No one blames him, and he walks away, revealing that he was the fairy that got hurt and the law was created for. But in the midst of everything, oh shit, Tink's wing is cracked. There goes her career. And all is lost for Tinkerbell. Her fight against racism had to leave some battle scars. She realizes it's over for her. But somehow, the fucking magic of sisterly love saves Tinkerbell.
We're gonna go back to the States.
Remember Dave pointed out to me that Frozen just ripped off this movie, and I'm shocked at how correct that
Can you
is.
scroll up that using like these buttons or do you have to
Thematically than this movie. Elsa unfreezes Anna. It kind of makes sense from the thematic level. You know, the entire movie is about sisters. It's not too far-fetched, and it's a really emotional and great moment in the story. I know there's a lot of Frozen haters out there, but I've never been one of them. When it happens in Secret of the Wind,
surprising for
they
this
never
guy.
explain it. The movie isn't that much about sisterhood for it to make sense immediately. Also, fuck Lord Mallory and Queen Clarion, I guess. Their love wasn't strong enough to fix his wing. I'm glad I'm not
It's all twins, bro. It's kind of
between
watchable.
these movies in real life anymore. Otherwise, I'd be reeling over the fact that this movie essentially says that disabled people can be cured as long as somebody.
It's a roller coaster.
Anyway, the
That's
world
fine.
is back in
That's
order
nice.
again. Queen Clarion, Lord Mallory share a kiss.
Wow, I didn't know they were going to do so much smooching.
Thanks, Dewey. You're a real one. And finally, the fairies now have border control. Yay! Listen, I'm no expert on immigration. Despite what you might think, I'm just some guy who likes They Might Be Giants and play Mario games. This revolution is just
I'm going nerd band.
weird, right? Now the warm fairies can cross into the winter woods and play in the snow, and the winter fairies can go into the warm woods and, I don't know, maybe there's a water park there or something. But they don't show that. Rosetta falls in love with this character. He literally does so little. I forgot he existed until I got to this part of my script. His name is Sled. He had like 4 lines.
His name is Sled.
And honestly, I don't even remember if he comes back in the later games. Sled. And Tinkerbell and Periwinkle can finally see each other and share the sisterly love that they missed out on throughout their entire childhood. So yeah, this movie is kind of about racism, notably
It's almost like
Aw, I'm an idiot.
It's a
I should
film
not
about
have gone to
love.
Yeah, they're so far from
Pushing
reading.
against what the world tells
This
you.
one has to
This is the film I've had the most trouble finding a singular theme for, and I think that
That's
tells
fine
me
with
there's
your
a lot of
mom.
things to
What do you
say,
think fast?
but I'm not quite sure how particularly well it says any of them. Most of the time, the film is just the fairies sticking around and having fun through lots of montage. But the conclusion I've come to is that at its core, This is a movie about what people will do for love. Tinkerbell goes so far just to see her sister again and let her see parts of the world she's never seen. Hell, she even sacrifices her wings for her. On top of it all, she pushes against the very prejudice
I mean, the
world
way
that she
you say
lives in.
all very sad, but
Her sister. And to me, that's the most beautiful aspect of Secret of the Wings. It's easy to point at this movie and say it's about racism and then grasp at straws to get there. But honestly, it's a little less accurate. Yeah, it's funnier, but it's unfair to what this movie actually is. Honestly, pretty messy.
Nothing broken, nothing bruised.
No, we're okay.
As messy as it is, it's an important reminder that art is never about just one thing, and themes are never singular. Intentionally or unintentionally, movies say hundreds or even thousands of little things about being alive. And this movie is proof of that. And it's also proof that fairies, they were racist the whole time. Taking All the Bake Off is a film about, it's a woman in long shorts, and boys at a deuce. Because this movie is kind of hard to come by, we would be watching a re-upload by esteemed TikToker at I Love Barbie. Thank you, I Love Barbie. I love you. It begins with Clank announcing the competitors in the first ever Pixie Hollow Bake Off. Eating is actually a new class of fairies. Wow, these short films really love to introduce new classes of fairies. Meet the baking fairy. They are run by a cutthroat celebrity chef type named Geneva.
My name is Jalata, and baking is my life.
Okay, let's get this set up here. I'm recording this at 1:45 in the morning. I'm finally alone. I know that sounds like a late time to be alone, but my lawyers just won't stop talking to me. Okay, here. I've never had this before, but
we're excited
here goes.
to some short.
I messed up. Obviously, based off of the clip you just saw, the fairy in Pixie Hollow Bake Off was actually named Gelada, not Geneva.
Who cares, bro?
I'm so caught up with the theme of this one that in my notes, I just wasn't really listening to the names of the characters. I was thinking about what the film itself said. But I feel really stupid about this because, of course, her name is Jalad. I just feel like I fully neglected her pun. And I'm mad that I didn't catch it until I was editing. So let's just pretend for the rest of the video that I was doing it ironically, guys. I knew her name was Gelada, but I thought it would be funnier to just call her Geneva, because that's not her name. It's like when I call Autopia at Disneyland Autotopia. It just fuck you to any play on words. So I did on purpose. So I guess the apology video joke doesn't really work anymore. That's what we're rolling with. Just let's just move on. This was stupid. Let's just get back to the review.
For the last 399 years. I've been looking on his way. Been waiting, oh! We, the baking fairies, have made the same mouth-watering, frankly perfect cake for the Queen's arrival day.
This short is shot like a documentary, like the talking heads and everything. This is the most fourth wall breaky that these films ever get, which was pretty shocking to me. I was so immersed in the world of Pixie Hollow that it never occurred to me that there could possibly be, like, cameras and stuff. It's very peculiar, and frankly so unnerving to have Tinkerbell talking to me.
Shouldn't have this. Maybe have casually suggested that July shake things up a bit this year.
The title is a very tongue-in-cheek reference to the show The Great British Bake Off, which premiered only 3 years before this short came. Great British Bake Off is one of me and Allie's favorite shows, so I was really intrigued that they did a parody of it. The vibe, however, is decidedly not similar to the show. These guys beef like crazy. It's really intense. The conceit of this film is that Tinkerbell thinks that baking is actually easy as shit, and that the baking fairies are super boring with their cakes. Tinkerbell has this urge to spice things up, but comes into the competition with absolutely no respect for the game.
Isn't baking easy? She said what?
So, of course, Tinkerbell and her friends make a cake that is really cool looking, while the plain as hell baking fairies make an elegant white cake. This is a battle of the conservative versus the progressive. The baking fairies have been this for centuries. They know
What?
change, but a new generation comes along and wants to push things forward. And this is how art has always changed. People get tired of the status quo and break the rules. This is how you get figures like Jean-Luc Godard, or Stephen Sondheim, or even Sophie or 100 Gags. The push to the norms motivates great arts to be creative. Tinkerbell is like that. but like a fairy did with bacon. You get that said, to say that this is the theme of the film is honestly untrue because it feels like the film disagrees. You see, Tinkerbell does make an aesthetically beautiful cake, but then Queen Clarion tastes it. And it makes her bomb everywhere.
You lost on taste. But the good news is the queen is feeling much better.
Several of the baking berries win, and it seems like almost something that I agree. Tinkerbell came into this competition massively unprepared. She doesn't give a damn about the art of baking, and she fails because of it. Art is not just an expression of oneself, it is a craft, something that you actually have to work with that, something that is effective and revered. In a way, you could perceive Tink as a culture vulture of sorts, trying to change the game without understanding how it works. At the same time, however, while unrefined in execution, Tinkerbell's ideas are rather innovative. Even Queen Clarion agrees with this. So perhaps Geneva will learn and maybe even take inspiration from this up-and-coming kid trying to change the baking game. But then, there's one line. At the end of this film, that just ruins everything.
Would I shake things up? Absolutely. In fact, for Cake 401, I've decided to make our luscious frosting half a shade whiter. How's that for radical?
Geneva has learned absolutely nothing. Okay, so as a piece of entertainment, I have no problem with Pixie Highway Bake Off. It's short, it's fun, and it's silly. But thematically, this one broke me. It really falls down on the whole stay in your lane themes that I've been catching from some of these movies. And I don't really like that that's what these movies are about. Honestly, it's a little troubling the amount of work I've had to do justifying the themes of these movies. I want to say that this short is about respecting the craft of baking and how it's bad to go into a field you're unfamiliar with without trying to understand the skill needed to pull it off. But I just don't know that that's what this movie is about. It has this more cynical tone to it because it feels like this film is saying you can try to change things, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because the people in power will always neglect you. No matter how much better your idea is, it would infuriate if I was a kid. And frankly, it infuriates me now. I get that that's the way it is in many industries, but why are we teaching kids that as if there's no point in trying to change them? It makes me question the themes of the other films, because here I was with these earnest and stupid interpretations of the other movies. Oh, this one's about growing up. Oh, this one's about forgiveness. But now I'm thinking, is the first one actually about not exploring other options and just sticking to what the world tells you you're good at? The Great Fairy Rescue about how selfish it is to go against your parents' wishes? Is Pixie Hollow Games actually about pulling yourself up by your bootstraps? Is Secret of the Wings pro strict border control? It's time to ask the question I didn't even want to ask in this video. Are these movies conservative? Oh, it's great.
What is it conservative? It's like, I sing another who can really sing and
These movies have taught me so many amazing lessons. They taught me that if I am told to do something, I have to do it, even if my passions lie elsewhere. That people are mean and will only change if they discover that magic is real and that strict border enforcement is good, actually. Why is that what these movies are about? Maybe I should just listen to these movies. Life is uncontrollable unless you're the 1%. People suck.
What are you talking about?
Follow cynicism, fake trust, and pixie dust, my ass. Because Geneva, some rando that you've never met, is going to laugh in your face for even entering the Pixie Hollow Bake Off. Because she's been doing this longer and knows everybody. She knows what Clarion likes in a cake. And frankly, she just has more power. Earnestness only gets you so far in the real world, Tinkerbell. You need connections. Network with your fellow fairies. Do the thing that society tells you to do and stick with it. Because even if you become good at baking, gonna fail. So just give up.
What if you earned airline miles on your everyday spending?
Okay, So maybe I'm overanalyzing these movies a little bit. Of course, honestly, I don't think that life is terrible, or that you should give up on your dreams, or any of that. If you know anything about my channel, you'll know that earnestness is very important to me. And I don't necessarily think that these movies are staunchly conservative, at least intentionally. It's important to remember that art isn't a product. The concrete meaning enforced by executive producer John Lasseter. Art is entirely in your hands. It's in the eyes. Art means lots of things, and it can mean something entirely different to you than it does to me. And it can mean an entirely different thing to you today than it does tomorrow. The artist's intention is, of course, important, but at the end of the day, what I think is most valuable in art is what it says to us about being alive. The meaning can change interpersonally at any given moment, which is one of my favorite things about art. Art lives and breathes by humans finding new meaning in it every day, which also means that on a bad day, these movies are about how you should just give up, because Geneva's just gonna walk in and fuck you over. But on a good day, these movies are about learning how to live. I think as a culture, art criticism has become so sterile. This movie is mid. This shit makes no sense. TSPMO. It feels like there's two sides of a spectrum. On one side, you have people saying, just nod your head and listen, bro. Smile. It's not supposed to be deep. You're supposed to just dance. And on the other side, you have people getting into the nitty gritty of technical reasons why they didn't like the new Superman movie. And genuinely, I kind of believe that both sides of that spectrum have something interesting to say about art. So the thing that so many people are starting to neglect when they interact with the movie or its show is how it makes you feel.
Let's go to radio.
That's something I've been paying attention to.
Guys, last country.
Attention of every piece of art to make you feel something. So over the past
Jacob, tell all the chat that we got our last country coming up. This could be big. Tell them to watch it.
And honestly, that can change all the time. Technical craft and skill is always going to contribute.
This should be the bitch's rated, bro.
The meaning that I glean from art and how it makes me feel is always going to be the most important thing when it comes to interaction. And though this made me spiral quite a bit, just a second ago I was screaming at you to give up like a lunatic. These movies do not feel like cynical nightmares, at least not all the time. They are layered, like a
last country, let's go. Let's beat the real boss. Get to Milan. And do this fashion show. Get the F out of here, bro. You know what I'm saying?
While Tink can flourish and break from the shackles of the social constructs of Tinker Bears, when she expands outside of her comfort zone, she's held back.
Do training for Alpha 3. It's like a no-kids type movie. It's like a no-kids for 3 hours.
Comfort zone. It's a film about her.
A year for cheese. That's not real. What the fuck? That's not real. I'm not a cabaret, oh my god. Not the flex on y'all, but I have a cabaret on. Which is like better than the other one, I feel.
He looks down upon
You got anything else?
cakes on now there is an opportunity for these two to learn from each other, an opportunity not taken advantage of.
Last year, just like
Not a perfect little outcome that my theme-infested brain wanted.
Shot, drop your average calendar in the shot.
Once again.
What do you mean cheese isn't real? No, like it is, but that's an advent calendar. Like, you can't Twilight commercial
From Geneva's perspective, take pulled up.
Like it's real, it's not in an advent calendar form. And if you did want to choose advent calendar, you missed it. You missed it, babe.
Yeah.
So just give up.
Tastes like shit. It made me Clarion pee out of her ass. Sorry.
What? What's going to happen about it?
I'm still talking about this 20-minute bake-off special.
And it certainly
didn't run for 20 minutes.
It didn't change my opinions on what these movies are about. I mean, yeah, totally. I just lost my shit over how conservative these movies are. That's going to affect me a little bit throughout the rest of this video. As I said, it's just about border control. It's about sisterly love and changing your mind. Tinkerbell isn't just about being forced.
Yeah, you can. From what story? Okay. If she's advent calendars are real, why are you in my chat right now? Not out of your mind. She's advent calendar.
Gave me a bit of a
Also, what are you doing at 3:30, guys? We have a full burger or what?
I'm fucking gonna be talking about shit.
It is not. What do you mean? It's like
I'm just joshing y'all.
why have to party at 3? They actually sell some in Woolies. Then get to Woolies.
I'm
Get me some groceries while you're there. I need nuts.
And however
I
many
need
different
nuts.
ways
I
you
need
want.
maple syrup.
And all that really
And I need
matters
chicken
is what
nuggets.
that
Did
movie.
y'all get that?
Some people think Fight Club.
And I need y'all to come to my pool at 3:30 to have a swim party. And none of this is a joke, but I think you're saying that this is a joke. This is not. You have to fall.
The most horrible parts of our subconscious.
Is that a stop right now? Oh, exactly. They're not real.
Which only leads to terror. But I think it's just
Also, like, is that 20 for Jesus? Like, I kind of, that's too much.
man.
It's like, that's not like, I want like mozzarella, I want camembert.
It's also
You know, I want to
remember that at one point these were spin-offs of a movie called Peter Pan. Tinkerbell actually shares the main character slot in this film with Serena. She wasn't in any of the previous movies, even in the background, but it's implied that she's been here the whole time. During the fairy fun and games at the beginning of this film, Serena walks by, shocked to all of the fairies around her.
You know me, Rosetta.
Serena explains that she, in fact, actually likes to walk, which makes her sort of an outcast among the other fairies. Serena is unlike any character we've seen so far. For
Let's
one
go, Brazil. I gave her a short. I'm such a kind.
All the time. There's no doubt about it. But she seems so fucking miserable.
Let's beat Milan. Get the F out of this game.
Well, she's sad to not be accepted by her community. Trying to fit in like Tinkerbell tried to do in the first film. But she does something else. She rejects the word.
Fairy was always out.
Serena works in the dust keeping factory with the other dust keeping fairies.
The dust keeping factory.
That's where Terrence works.
She's endlessly curious about how the dust factory works. When she's reluctantly asked by Fairy Gary to collect some
Fairy Gary?
Yeah, I think that's a
questions, much to the chagrin of everybody around her.
26 facts.
So why 26?
We're putting 26.
I think a lot of people can relate to Serena here, and I'm really glad there's a character like this in these movies. I was kind of similar as a kid, always asking questions and wanting to understand this weird ass.
Bro, I'm in South America. There's no class in there.
Asking questions is a sign of weakness.
The hell?
Straight up. It's hard to be in pursuit of knowledge in a world that feels it functions better in ignorance. The people are perhaps happier, yes, but not better off. Serena feels this struggle more than most and questions why there aren't other colors of pixie dust, just blue and gold. And in response, she's told to fuck off.
Dust keepers are forbidden to tamper with pixie dust.
But one speck of blue pixie dust was caught in Serena's hand, which one makes you question the dust factory's health codes, and two, let Serena put that big-ass book of dust-keeping experiments to the test. She starts experimenting with fragments of the speck. Serena is able to make different colors of pixie dust, which all have different powers. Like orange pixie dust can move light. Oh man, do not give that orange pixie dust to me. I'd be shining it at planes. Anyways, Serena takes her discovery to Tinkerbell and is like, you know how you always break the rules and shit and get away with it? I want to do that also. Even Tinkerbell, somewhat uncharacteristically, tells Serena she needs to be more careful.
I just made pink pixie dust. Serena, this seems kind of dangerous.
Working with substances she doesn't understand. And honestly, Tink makes a good point. We don't really know what this pixie dust stuff could do. I mean, what if she makes some green dust that accidentally gives everyone giardia or something? But Serena, the rebellious and careless that she is, decides she can do whatever she wants and makes all of the colors of pixie dust. There's purple, which makes it windy. There's pink, which makes plants grow huge. Guys, hear me out. And this is where her playing fast and loose with morals leads to consequences. She gets a bit carried away with her discoveries and accidentally pours all of the pink pixie dust over her houseplant, which overgrows and destroys a fuck ton of Pixie Hollow, including the dust keeping factory. Wow.
I'm so sorry.
In the aftermath of destroying the place of work and probably quiet quitting after the years of abuse from Harry Gary, Serena is fired and runs away.
Funny turn, yeah.
That could be Big Digger. It could be.
That was it. We got one song trainer.
Says that Serena can no longer be a dust keeping fairy.
You are no longer a dust keeper. Simply too dangerous.
And this confuses me for two main reasons. The first is that if Serena isn't a good dust keeper fairy, I'm not quite sure what a good dust keeper fairy is. In my opinion, Serena loves pixie dust. Shouldn't that make her a good Dustkeeper fairy? If not, it has to be the worst league of fairies you can join. If you're a Dustkeeper fairy, it seems you're just bound to a factory your whole life with no freedom. And I just can't imagine anyone choosing this path if that's all it is. The second reason this is a mind-boggling moment is because Zarina's disownment goes against the rules set by the previous film, which is that people are destined to be the roles they choose at birth. There's like a whole ceremony the moment you're born, and not a single character has truly broken free from the path they chose. It's spoiler alert, at the end of the movie, neither does Zarina. The reason that I find this different than when Tinkerbell ran away from being a tinker is that her boss did. Like, at her core, Zarina wants to be a dust-keeping fairy, and they just won't fucking let her. Zarina loves pixie dust, just not in the way that society has deemed normal, so she's disbarred and uncertain of what to do with her life. I wish they had sort of fixed this in two ways. Either instead of firing Zarina, they punish her severely, make her work in like the slums of the factory. Or if they do fire her, and she sticks around for a while and is sort of like a factionless fairy. I think both of those options would have been a little more interesting for Zarina's character and a bit more consistent with what we know Pixie Hollow to be. But alas, that's not what we're watching. Zarina is fired and runs away, taking all of her potentially world-destroying pixie dust with her. The stuff she just did terrorism with. Next, we jump to a full year later, which is a plot device these films have never yet used. I love a good time jump, especially when they're earned, and this one throws us right into the middle of a big festival. It's a different festival than the Pixie Hollow games, but it's the same venue, in case you're curious. Periwinkle is there in her singular cameo after Secret of the Wiz.
That's my sister.
She has 0 lines and never appears again. And who said these movies don't build on each other? During the 4-season festival, an inexplicable arena show that the audience goes absolutely apeshit for, the fairy gang notices from backstage a bunch of pink flowers growing in the audience. And you'll never guess who's fucking growing.
Serena. Yeah, she's back.
She has this new fuck-ass haircut that looks like a Mufasa Halloween costume that was left in the attic for a little too long. It brought everybody in attendance, except for our main 6 fairies who hide in a box. Never stage lit. Everyone's asleep. Serena goes to the factory and steals all the blue pixie dust. The fairies decide to go after her. All while Vidya makes some snide remarks.
Great. Now there's
Not to brush over that reveal, but great, now there's pirates, might be the funniest line of all time. Living fairies go after Zarina, which means that this is the first and only movie in this series in which all of the 6 fairies are together in the same plotline, which is all I've ever. These characters are also silly and different and voiced by really entertaining voice actors, so watching them interact with each other is just so fun. These are probably some of my favorite moments. And
Take it 4 hours.
even Nvidia is still mean as shit all the time. This might be a niche observation, so bear with me for a second. But she seems like the
might be 4 hours.
that a bully in elementary school would try to emulate all the time. Like, you just know that Vidya was your childhood aunt's favorite character in this movie. And if she was your favorite character as a kid, maybe you were the aunt. Serena zooms off into the scene. Pixie dust. It's like a ragtag group of pirates. Included in this group is a certain James, who doesn't yet have a hook, if you catch my drift. I'm really pushing the cultural relevance of Peter Pan right now. We learn that Zarina is in fact working with these pirates, and that their main goal in life is to replicate the pixie dust tree and create their own sustainable form of pixie dust manufacturing, thus bringing Zarina, the worker, closer to the means of production. Hey, maybe these movies aren't so conservative after all. Fairies, however, aren't able to catch up right away, as Zarina throws a slew of colored pixie dust at them. And this means 2 things for our main characters. The first is that their powers are now all out of whack. And the second is that now they got dope new dresses. Hey, Let's sell some fucking dolls, Disney. The dolls actually do go kind of crazy, though. I won't lie. But yeah, all their
They're
powers are now
crazy,
swapped
though?
each other, which is a pretty cool gimmick for this movie to have. Tinkerbell is a water fairy, Silver Mist is a fast flying fairy, Fawn is a light fairy, Iridessa is a garden fairy, Rosetta is an animal fairy, Invidia is her worst fear, a blue collar worker.
No, can't be. It's guys.
Needless to say, everything is
Tinker's
right.
a slur.
They need to get the blue pixie dust back from the
This is
pirates before they cause mayhem. These are some of the most wild and fun stakes in any of these movies. I feel like it fully embraces the fantasy aspect of these films, and also it just sets up a fun adventure to watch. They're on the heels of the pirates when they meet this little fucker.
Go to a website you love with ways. For your words, create your breakthrough, your opportunity, your breakthrough.
There was yet another character from the original Peter Pan. And you know, I could be upset at all of the fan service of this movie. I could say that this is the solo a Star Wars story of the Tinkerbell franchise, serving as an origin story for characters that I didn't really need the origins for.
Alright.
I gotta be honest with you guys. I don't feel that way when I see this little Crocky. I think the annoying fan service critique only really works with me for non-adorable non-critters. Because honestly, I don't feel a single bit of malice in my heart when I see this green little fuck. I gotta be real, I just fuck with it. If I'm being honest, I don't think this movie goes far enough as a prequel. I thought that maybe we would see the origin of Captain Hook here, given that this movie includes his hand and the crocodile that eats it. Spoilers, James has both of his hands for the entire movie, which to me is a super big missed opportunity. Anyway, the crocodile imprints on Rosetta.
What?
So far.
Like, looks like me that I'm playing this game.
That Serena is the captain?
Your plan was Captain.
The pirates go on. I'm being serious here. To sing a musical number about the pixie dust that they
Okay, what's that? Nicholas. Do you good job. That's it.
Man, oh man,
Oh my
was I a musical number. In any other setting, I'd goof on this song, but I'd had a really bad day when I watched this movie, and all that I needed was a musical number and a TV.
Bro, can you that's strange, bro?
About flying around in a magical pirate ship and stealing a bunch of shit. What is not to love? This whole plotline is actually a reference to the end of the original Peter Pan, in which Tinkerbell covers her ship with pixie dust and they fly around, which is cool and all. But a real fuck you to Captain Hook if you consider this movie as canon. Like, yeah, we're gonna throw you over to your
Is
death.
that a container?
Also do the thing you wanted to do for years. How much they all run there. That size doesn't matter, right? Anyway, Rosetta talks to a rat with more respect than she had for Tinkerbell's immigrant sister.
You learn terribly. Moving on. We keep this space to do a little hiding.
And when she finds out he was a rat, she goes back to a big embrace.
It was a rat. Yeah.
James and Serena have a one-on-one conversation to discuss their mischievous plans.
You're quite a little genius. It's hard to believe the other fairies didn't appreciate your talents.
Wait, into Serena? Every time they talk, I feel like he's flirting with her. And it's super fucking weird. I guess she seems into it.
I want another Rio.
I don't know.
Probably the fridge.
Whatever two consenting adults do in their free time is none of my business, but I'm still going to silently judge it from far away.
Well, you're quite welcome.
Dude, she's a fairy. What the fuck? Anyway, the fairy gang is getting into all kinds of shenanigans while eavesdropping in on Hook and Serena's dirty little talk. But the Silver Mist puking everywhere.
Never happened when I was a water fairy.
Fawn fucks up Rosetta's hair. It leads to all of them getting kidnapped by this pirate named Oppenheimer.
What?
Seriously though, I can't get over how fun it is to have all of the fairies together in this movie.
They're so not interested in Oppenheimer.
Girl's favorite part of watching these movies was tagging themselves as one of the fairies, so I'm really glad they're being utilized properly. Finally.
Me right? My right.
Honestly, Captain Hook is pretty chill in this movie. Maybe it's because he's voiced by Tom Hiddleston, who has a
Yeah.
voice, but he's also different than these other pirates. He just wants to respect his fairy queen. Anyway, Serena teaches Captain Hook how to fly as Tom Hiddleston bursts laughter out of the deep crevasses of his soul.
The boss, what do you say?
You know what? Her boss. Take it back. I'm sorry for shaming them. Love is love.
They're such gullible creatures.
No, he's evil and he called her a slur. This is yet another example of this movie not fully taking advantage of the fact that it is a prequel. I feel like it's so much less interesting to have Hook be the villain in this movie also. How great would it have been for this to be his villain origin? And we find out why he hates fairies so much. He get his heart broken by Zarina and then become an incel who's really interested in flying little boys. But it turns out he was into little boys the whole time. So all of them. The fairies are captured, Zarina is put into a jar, which is a weird motif for these movies to have, and the pirates are going to do terrorism with the pixies, notably without Zarina's communist the fairies. This movie uses what might be my favorite trope of all time.
Yeah.
A little baby animal that printed on the earlier to save the day.
I appreciate the brothers are old enough to know about that.
Which sort of represents that no matter how much you push them away, family will always be family. It also represents how fire this little property is, though. Just look at it.
Why is he so excited when they just rock down the stage king who all you know like
Serena has failed yet again, but this time she decides to learn from her mistakes and work with her community. It shows how cutting ties with everybody you know, especially those who love and support you, doesn't help you grow. It actually guides Serena into making more mistakes with other people who take advantage of her. It's so easy to want to abandon everything and become a pirate, but if you have those problems at home, they're not going to go away when you set sail. I've talked about this before in my analysis of Pirates of the Caribbean. Second chapter. Becoming a pirate is an allegory for playing fast and loose with morals and your law. The longer you do that, the sooner it is that people will start doing the same thing to you. After escaping, the various puppeteer clothes Captain Hook to make it look like they themselves are a pirate.
Here. No, say great.
Man, I don't even want to talk about that. These movies were so good at not being creepy. What happened? The shock of Zarina. The fairy gang saves her from being tossed overboard and drowning. Zarina had thought that these people back home absolutely hated her and never even attempted to rekindle their friendship because of it. But now that Tinkerbell and her friends have forgiven her and given her this closure, she can finally move forward for life and actually do secure. The pirates fly away on their frigate that flies, but it's not too late for Zarina to fix her mistakes. They all get up there and use their newfound powers to fuck up those pirates and throw them overboard. Likely to
things
their
way
death.
longer than our Dax and our Dax pictures.
Like those guys are definitely fucking dead, right? And you laughed.
We're gonna see this video by the June it's fine.
How long is this video?
It's 2.5 hours. There's 30 minutes left.
Eric's have 8 hours. Like when Vaughn trying to
Okay, though, I have 30 minutes left.
So he's done like 30 minutes per movie.
destroy it.
I just don't think the narrative seems to be. I never seen it interesting
I
because
spent like 20 minutes on the 4-minute break.
This is a lot from that.
the narrative is the only secret movie where females are the main character. It's not good.
That happens in the way you do. I do that fight scene.
I don't know if it's that ending that a lot of people are like, oh, it's like this is they're saying goodbye to the narrative. Stop saying goodbye to the first one.
Way it meets speed.
Exactly.
That's a very nice book.
Just give me a hand.
Which is honestly pretty cool, because it's not every day that you get to see the meet cute of the real first gay Disney character. And if you disagree with me, fucking grow up. The fairies all return to Pixie Hollow, and oh my god, they're still asleep. It's been like a week. Jesus. Serena wakes up all the fairies with what I presume is like an upper flower or something. And once again, all is well in Pixie Hollow. And because of the year to reflect and grow, she's accepted by her community and even Fairy Gary.
Does this talent of yours have a name?
Alchemy. Pixie dust alchemy.
She gives all of the fairies their powers back in front of an audience that is way too chill, having been drugged for several days. They all take a bow, showing that Zarina does fit in. She just had to embrace her uniquenesses and wait for the rest of the world to understand. And in fact, Zarina fits in so well. So close. She never
Trying and trying.
Don't say you're like 10, 15 minutes left after.
every day. It shows failure, attempting to fit in,
Or the sub 4 hour.
even hanging out.
Guys, you're having some more. Chat, what are we thinking?
That. And I think it's great that the theme of the film is that being
Bro, if it's a big fuck around after Milan, I'm gonna cry.
doesn't understand it.
If you fuck around until it's time to do Barbie, let's cry.
Who likes Has Been Hotel a little bit too much. And this movie makes the sum.
But just have to get to the
Hey, maybe
the Milan sauce is the last one, right? And then it's is Milan boss Barbie?
deserve.
Oh no, I think Barbie's in London.
But there is one more that's left.
Barbie's in London.
And that,
Where's or is it in New York? It's like some fat.
it's one of the weirdest films in the entire series that we're about to deeply dive into.
Could be wrong. I
I'll
don't
let you guys Milan sauce.
How odd it is that this is the final.
Maybe it is last one. I don't know.
Without giving it away, leaving you without purpose to finish this video, this movie is not a conclusive ending to the Tinkerbell franchise. And unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be that way. Another film was planned to conclude the series that never made it to production. In the film, allegedly, Peter Pan was supposed to show up and see Tinkerbell and his relationship blossom. There's also a movie speculated to have been in development called Tinker Academy, but I couldn't find any conclusive sources to back that up. There's a concept artist who shared some art he worked on for it, but in the interview they refer to it as Tinkerbell Academy, so it's kind of unclear how deep into development this idea actually was. There's a fan wiki page, though, that treats every morsel of info we have as absolute fact, so if you're into that sort of thing, there's that. And that would have been nice to see, and to have an ending to these movies would be delightful. But unfortunately, I don't think that's true to the type of film that Tinkerbell is. In the world of direct-to-DVD releases, it's very rare that this many movies are made, and honestly, it's kind of impressive how many Tinkerbell movies there are. But it's unfortunate for the past several months that the legend of the Never Beast is the inconclusive thing that it is. But with that context out of the way, let's talk about the final Tinkerbell film in the series. We've made it this far. We might as well. Tinkerbell and the Legend of the Never Beast is about the fear of change. The allegory here is interesting to me, as that scary change is represented through our main character loving and caring for animal society. It's dangerous. As we've learned, the conservative Pixie Hollow doesn't take too kindly to the other, despite several films either addressing or broadly gesturing.
Just I went to sub 4 and you guys are bitches. I never showed except for on the minigame that you guys paid to see, so it's not
interesting character since the setup. At the beginning of the film, there's yet another narration that explains a bunch of lore that won't really make sense until later. It seems like they're pulling out all of their favorite tropes for this film.
Oh god, I'm not gonna check the Milan. Fuck you guys.
Oh my god, are the credits gonna happen after this? Wait, this could be huge.
This could be big, guys. Guys, I'm about to get so bored. I'm about to get so bored of this shit. What's that mean? What's that mean? I don't know what you guys are saying. Oh,
It's like hitless. Like you haven't been hit once
okay.
by any of the enemies.
That's true, that's true.
Like every protagonist in she does.
Guys, let's go. Let's make her cut. Short.
Tell everyone to get in the chat right now.
I'm about to beat the game. I'm about to beat the whole game. They like
Somebody salt music.
Please find out, obviously, and this is a huge problem.
fucking Wednesday's from.
And all of their racist biases are pretty correct almost immediately.
Give Barbie no hair. No hair, Barbie. No hair. Do I do when the credits start? Do I press 1, Jacob?
Yeah.
That's so human. It feels like.
Wait.
Curl it.
Wait till it appears.
I'm getting ready, bro.
Stressful to get there. Manufacturers of prejudice. Really close to the tree. Wait! Don't get excited. Don't jump the gun.
This is when I start.
No, you gotta get through the cutscene. Get through the cutscene, bro.
Is it now?
No. Get through the cutscene.
Is it now?
Wait.
I gotta do this. Oh,
It's after this. It's after this cutscene.
guys.
You skip this.
I'm pressing A. I'm pressing A.
Not the plus button.
Not pressing the work. I'm pressing A. Pressure.
Oh, it's taking forever. Wait for it. Yes! Good time.
Thanks, chat. I've been doing about you type shit. And also this shit ass YouTuber watching me off 3 hours. And also funny American Dad clips. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
Shout out to Chloe and Nemo for making this game, and Ryan and Heather and JP and M and Rupitan73.
Wow. My heroes.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Alright guys, thanks for watching the stream. Be in my house in 20 minutes, we're going swimming. I'm doing something here, so tips are good. Guys, 20 minutes, we're getting in the pool.
Is that gonna be streamed?
Guys, if you guys donate enough, I'm gonna do a hot tub stream. We're gonna do a hot tub stream in 20 minutes. You guys have to show up to my hot tub. What's that? It's not a name.
Oh.
And have a square in the middle of the name.
Maybe it's like accent, but
Fucked up.
no, but the thing they programmed to do the text can't do accent or something. That'd be my guess. Be funny. Wow. I gotta turn this off, I feel.
Yeah, true.
Well, it's your. I think Roger Roger.
Go Germany. Let's go Germany.
Tony for sure.
Spain, let's go Spain. Pablo, let's go Spain.
Most of the Spanish interesting.
Let's go Asia. Go look at the kitchen team. It's another accent.
Wait, but we have to. I think I gotta retime it because when you press the timer later this time.
Something.
Yeah, I think it might be close. Just have to put it yeah, go ahead.
How's France? Let's go France.
Okay.
What? Do you want to get on the stream, Jacob?
Okay.
It's the stream. What? It's on. Do you remember as a kid, you get up and dress it and be like, and then they have the nails? You ever do that? When you dress the character and they start showing off and then you start making seriously. I feel like, so I feel like, okay. You would not be playing for 4 hours. Yeah, that's true.
It's so
Let's go, India.
so good.
Oh god.
It's gonna try lots of the virus crazy.
But this thing can out. Let's. Hey guys, well thanks for watching the stream. Or you can check our laptop, which has been ignored for 3 hours. We've been busy.
We might have to show this. This might be.
This could be good. Yeah.
You can always come and see what.
Yeah. So the gifts we got like this from New York. That's from Paris. Fuck knows we got that from. This was from Rio because it's like a mask gel. And we had like our emails from our friends. They're like, thanks, Barbie.
Show was to make it.
It's like all the people we like made good. Like all the
Still the press will. Another day, another fashion crisis.
Another day.
How beautiful.
And then this
Seems like
how much better
the show was absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
See,
Absolutely. Awesome. It's awesome. Well, I guess it's done now. That's okay. Let's go to practice. It's practice.
That might come out, but the other way doesn't come out.
Well, guys, come to my house in 10. What time is it? Guys, you have 15 minutes to get to my house. If you need the address, just text me.
Type it in the chat. No.
Guys, if you need to know where I live, ask Jacob. I'm a fool. I'm a fool for you right now.
Okay, bye chatters.
Bye chat.
Bye chat.
Bye chat.